What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. This is the favorite time of day for me because it is Think Different TV. And you guys could be anywhere right now, but you choose to be here with me rocking out, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on IG, but I got something for y'all. I won't be on IG much longer. Today is my last Monday being on IG. I know. Tears. My name is LaShia. I am the host of Think Different TV, and Think Different TV has been every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on IG since January 3rd of this year, but we are moving over to the big exclusive network. Yes. We're going to do it. We're doing it next week. So, guys, you gotta go to Big Exclusive Network on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. All right. It's going to be www.bepodcast.com, live streaming every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The same day, same time, just a different network, a different platform. Super excited. And like I said, Think Different TV. I'm so excited. I'm super jazzed up. I'm hyped up. You want to know why? Because everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong, but I'm still here rocking out, and it's like everything is great. Let me just, first off, let me shout out everybody that's coming into the building right now. All right, hold up. Because I see a lot of people coming in, and I don't want to miss nobody. Just Convinced. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. Mr. Cheese, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Freak Thomas, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Trevo, thank you for joining Think Different TV. I will be making you the moderator very soon. Skincare Diva, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Woo. Young and Getting It 54, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Miss Mimi, thank you for joining Think Different TV. Fabulous B01, thank you for joining Think Different TV. I'm getting all tongue-tied because I'm trying to fit everything in. But y'all know what this is, Think Different TV, so thank you for joining me tonight. Let me see, did I miss anybody? Okay, all right. So let me make my guy who's been rocking out with me, make him my moderator, Trevo LaFarre. All right. And Think Different TV cannot be made possible without viewers like you. And our sponsors, our day one sponsors, number one is Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company, over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own, www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads right here on IG and on Facebook at Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. Listen, he's created the flyer for Think Different TV. He's created the logo for our beautiful merch that can be found at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. And he is creating a website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your business, for your event, when you're ready to get your website created, please hit up Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. That's 609-534-0237. And mention Think Different TV, because if you do, you're going to get 15% off of your first project. Yay! And our other day one sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. Listen, if you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Okay, you can find Euphoria Water right here on IG. Euphoria Water, UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279. All right, that's our sponsors. Whew. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight, guys. I hope you are buckled in and ready for this ride, because it's been a crazy week, okay? So we're going to jump right into it. Our Hit It and Quit It. Hit It and Quit It are our trending topics that have been happening throughout the week. So I'm going to just hit them and quit them. All right? So not going to spend a lot of time on them. So like I said before, make sure you go to Big Exclusive Network on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, comment. There are other programs that I'm going to tell you about a little later on in the program, so you can know our whole lineup. Amazing people, amazing team that I'm working with. Awesome. So Think Different TV is where minds meet, and we're going to meet on these Hit It and Quit It topics. Listen, there's a lot that's been happening, especially in our music realm. Rapper Lil Baby receives the Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award for his social and racial justice efforts. So shout out to Lil Baby. At first I was looking like Lil Baby. I keep thinking of the baby. But Lil Baby been doing he been doing things on a good foot. You get what I'm saying? So you got the Humanitarian Award. All right. A few previously booked New York drill rappers, 22GZ, Shad Eek, and Ron Sunu was dropped from the Rolling Loud concert lineup for by the NYPD's request. So they was like, we don't want none of them drill rappers. And Rolling Loud, they complied. All right. Michael Rappaport and Russell Simmons clapped back at DJ Academics for calling the founding fathers of hip hop dusty. All right, DJ Academics, come on, get your life. T.I. directs a post to Academics saying he wants to meet up and discuss the rude, disrespectful comments he made about his niece, Lil Wayne's daughter, Reginae Carter. So DJ Academics is getting it from all sides. Honestly, I think at this point he's like, because I'll be honest, I don't know how long he's been doing what he's been doing, but this is the first time he's really making any type of news. So I guess he was like, well, I bet I'll trend if I start saying something negative. And sure enough, he's getting people's attention, and not in a positive way, but I guess he's thinking any attention is good attention at this point. What's up, Roland? What's up, D. Newman? It's a lot of people coming in. Want to shout y'all out. What's up, Big Exclusive from Big Exclusive Network? It's a lot of y'all. Poppy Montega popped in. Snacky Blackwell. What's up? So let's keep it rolling, y'all. YouTube. This is very important, y'all. YouTube will now let content creators monetize videos with licensed music. The artists will get paid, but content creators will receive a smaller cut. So, you know how sometimes we had that music playing in the background and then our stuff get cut off? Well, we ain't gotta worry about that no more. You just I guess you gotta go through all the protocol and everything to get it played and everything. What's up, Try? What's up, Angry Old Head? Angry OG? What's up? Let's go. Designer calls ESTG trash after he tried to charge $75K for a feature. Designer, if you ain't had no money, just say that. If you ain't had a $75K, just say that. All right? The Baby is kissing and telling about him and Megan Thee Stallion on his new song, Boogeyman. And Boogeyman will be on his new album, Baby on Baby 2. And he says some real descriptive stuff in here. I'm just saying. Lil Uzi Vert artist Lotta Cash Desto was murdered in Houston, Texas. Our condolences goes out to her family and close friends. Yeah. Another one killed. I don't understand it, y'all. Why can't we all just get along? Moving on to celebrity news. After the sexual abuse lawsuit involving actress Tiffany Haddish and comedian Ari Spears, Haddish lets the world know that she lost all her gigs and endorsements. Boosie puts a post on Instagram offering her job in his upcoming movies he's working on. So apparently, after all of these abuse allegations and whatnot, Tiffany Haddish, her money dried up. If y'all recall, she did a whole, she was walking and she had on this beautiful gown, and this woman was talking about her gown or whatever, but she was like, this is what money looks like. Well, looks like she's not really making that much money anymore. Gigs dried up. I'm very sorry to hear this, though. I'm not even trying to make fun of her. But, I mean, you got to choose what you're going to be part of, because if anybody knows anything, like, you should have learned from your mentor, Kevin Hart. He was about to be hosting, the Oscars or something like that. And some old tweets from Twitter popped up years ago, and they was holding that against him and said he couldn't host it because of that. If there's anything we done learn, is that they will dig up some dirt on you, okay? So you need to be very careful about what you put out there in the universe, what you put out as a representation of yourself. That's all I got to say about that. Diary of a Wimpy Kid actor Ryan Grantham has been sentenced to life in prison for shooting his mom. He shot his mom in the head while she was playing the piano back in March of 2020, and he just was sentenced to life in prison. What was going on there? I don't know, but it's crazy. Actor James Earl Jones retires from his role in the popular Star Wars franchise as the voice of Darth Vader. We all remember that, Luke, I am your father. Or they said that's not what he said. They said it was something else, like he didn't say Luke, he said I am your father, or something like that. But we all know that voice, okay? And James Earl Jones said, I am tired, honey, I am tired. So he retired his voice. And I wonder who they're gonna get to play it, just in case they start, making some new Star Wars movies. Whose voice are they gonna use? We don't know. Mike Tyson admits on his podcast, Hot Boxing Podcast, that he offered Remy Ma a car to spend the night with him. And Joe confirms, and I'm talking about Fat Joe. He confirms. I guess he's just Joe now because he's not as fat as before, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, so Joe confirms. He said, yeah, that happened. We went in the house. It was all these chicks laying around butt naked. And he said, bring Remy to me and I'll give her a car. And Joe was like, no, I can't do that. That's my sister. It was a lot. It was a lot. What's up, Lisa Marie? What's up? I am Young P. There's a lot going on. In sports, I gotta say this first. Our Eagles won yesterday. Continuing their winning streak. They went to DC, and I guess DC stands for Defeat Commanders, because that's what they did. They whooped that ass. All right. The final score was 24-8. Go Birds. The Boston Celtics have suspended head coach Ime Udoka. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Because when they was talking about him, I honestly just tuned that news out because I was like, oh my gosh, like, how many times are they going to talk about this poor man? But anyway, and I say poor man because I'm like, come on now. Like, it's been so many men that done cheated on their spouses and everything like that. And they said that it was consensual. It wasn't like he raped this woman. All right? So I'm confused. But anyway, they suspended him for the entire 22-23 NBA season for a violation of team policies. The organization reported they became aware of the consensual relationship with a female member of the organization in July a few months ago. But the woman recently accused Udoka of making unwanted comments towards her, which led to the team investigation. Anyway, moving on. ESPN is being called out for hardly covering Brett Favre stealing $5 million from Mississippi to build a new stadium for his daughter's college. However, Mike Vick was everywhere fighting. Let's be real. They're just showing us that a dog's life is valued more than the poor and disenfranchised people of Mississippi. Let's just keep it real. Okay? NFL Tennessee Titans welcome rapper Moneybagg Yo as he leads the way for the team this past Saturday. But it was a video of him getting smacked on the butt by, I think, the coach or something, and he was like, that wasn't part of the deal. He looked like he liked it a little bit. It's like, no, I'm just playing. I don't want to get sued. But yeah, he looked like, what the heck? Did this dude just smack me on my bizzard? Anyway, moving on. Political news. Africa crashed the Queen's funeral. They like, we don't care about that lady. Where our money at? Where our money at? The United States will provide an additional $4.5 billion to keep Ukraine's government operating. Where are they getting this money from? From us. They get it from us. Anyway, former judges who sent kids to jail for kickbacks ordered to pay $200 million in damages for selling kids to prisons. So these judges, it was 4 people involved, 2 judges and 2 guys that was like the masterminds behind it. And they was like, send me all your kids. And this is in PA, y'all. This is in PA. So they was doing all this stuff and sending kids as young as 8 to prison. They couldn't even say goodbye to their families or anything like that. But they're ordered to pay $200 million in damages to the victims. We don't even know how many of them. 4,000 cases have been overturned so far. So we don't know what the heck. That was crazy. Chicago PD cops arrested for plainclothes drive-by shooting an unarmed individual. Sergeant Christopher, that last name Leakopoulos, I don't know, and Officer Ryan Reynoso were not wearing their body cams and were captured on camera shooting at victim Miguel Medina and another unnamed victim at the moment. They shot the victims and wrote up false reports stating that they had been fired at first by the 2 young men. Then the video evidence surfaced of what happened coming from the footage taken by a police watchdog group nearby. So very sad and tragic. I think the young man passed away. And they pretty much did a drive-by. I saw it. They pulled up. They just took out their guns, shot them. One fell, the other one ran. It was crazy. Police officer in Colorado parked his cruiser on train tracks with handcuffed woman Jarina Rios Gonzalez inside. The train hits. She survives the hit of the train to the car. It was crazy. She survives with 9 broken ribs, a fractured sternum, a broken arm, and numerous injuries to the head, back, and legs. Crazy. President Biden signs a bill that will lift limits on sexual abuse lawsuits, meaning that there will no longer be a statute of limitations on these lawsuits being brought up. In other news, a 46-year-old Florida man, Don Cristiano, pleads guilty to fraudulently securing more than $7.2 million in COVID-19 emergency relief funds through a PPP loan. Yeah, $7.2 million. He bought a mansion, y'all. He got cars and all this stuff. He got found out, then he pleaded guilty. He's like, I'm caught. Y'all got me. He's like, y'all got me. And just turned himself in. Social media reacts to a woman having a meltdown in a Walmart after cutting people in the line. And I saw the comments. Some people said, Target would never. Moving on, a Canadian transgender teacher wears large prosthetic breasts to school. Trafalgar High School of Oakville, Ontario stands behind the teacher because I guess they said he relates to the not relates, but he gets through to the students. He's a really good teacher, so They said this is okay. Slippery slope. Anybody? Anyway, FBI worked with Uber and Rockstar Games to catch 17-year-old who hacked both companies. That 17-year-old, like, he was up there, he was like, I'm gonna hack Uber and I'm gonna hack Rockstar Games. Like, who? Let's just say this 17-year-old is going places. First to jail. And then maybe afterwards the FBI might hire him. You never know. They might be like, dude, you got some skills. You know, let us train you. Let us bring us under our wing. And yes, you are absolutely right, Trevo. That is Mrs. Garrison. Mr. Garrison changed into Mrs. Garrison from South Park. Yes, definitely. Speaking of the Canadian transgender teacher. 53-year-old Doug Ramsey arrested after fight in parking lot led him to biting the flesh off a man's nose. Here's the kicker. He's the COO of Beyond Meat. I guess we know what that meat is now, huh? Little nose skin. But who knows? Anyway, moving on. Indonesian college student dresses in blackface to mock children of color reactions to the Little Mermaid trailer. He has lost his social media platforms, as he should. He is a butthole. I can't cuss, but he is a butthole. And when I saw the video, I was like, really? Why? Like, what possessed him to do that? Like, ew, you're gross. Like, why would you do that? Anyway, this is a little serious side, y'all. So Castillo Vaughn, an inmate at Elmore Correctional Facility, admitted July 24th, 2022, is shown in a malnourished state in recent pics shared by his sister Cassie, praying that he gets help. At first, I was like, I couldn't see what he looked like. But then also I'm like, it's just so hard because it's like people end up in jail for various reasons. They can either do the time. I mean, they either did the crime or they didn't do the crime. The crime, and from what I saw, his crimes were non-violent. So this is very shocking that he was found in such a crazy looking state, like with a cut up his stomach, and it was very graphic and crazy. And yes, Lisa Marie, it was very, very sad. The pics were very, very sad. So praying that he gets help. His sister is working diligently to make sure that he does get that help. Let's end this on an up note. Ebony Magazine covers the family behind Gracie's Corner. Y'all all know by now, and if you don't know, where y'all been at? Gracie's Corner is like the hottest YouTube channel besides the biggest exclusive network and Think Different TV, because it really focuses on representation. And I love the song, what sound does that letter make? Tell me, what sound does that letter make? I love that song. I love all the songs, but like that's the joint that really got me. And then like I did the roll, roll, roll your boat, and then man, Gracie be grooving, okay? So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that Ebony Magazine took the time out to cover such an amazing family and what they're doing to educate kids and get them excited about something again, because these young kids, they, parents just be like sitting their kids in front of something. But now with Gracie's Corner, they can learn, they can have fun, they can, something that they like to groove to. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. What's up, Melly? All right. So, here we go. Local news. A 77-year-old Pennsylvania man Charles Kemp was arrested after his 5-year-old daughter was seen on video chasing children with a gun. There's a lot to unpack in that one sentence. First of all, he's 77 years old, and he got a 5-year-old. And then the 5-year-old had a gun and was chasing kids. Now, I read the comments under this joint, and everybody was talking about some, dang, he was 72, still getting it in, blowing backs out. I'm like, that is not the point. This little girl was chasing people with a gun, and she ran fast, too. I saw the video. She was like, she was out, but she was carrying a gun, too. So she was like, crazy. I'm like, do he even know he got a 5-year-old? Anyway, and on an up note, WDAS is hosting the Holiday Jam Friday, December 2nd at the Met Philadelphia, and it is the night tour with Maxwell and Leela James and local comedian Skeet Carter. Tickets went on sale September 23rd. 23rd? Yeah, the 23rd, this past Friday. So, yeah, WDS, let's go. I'm ready to some Maxwell, okay? New music releases, Glorilla and Cardi B drop visuals to the new track tomorrow, too. Payroll Santana released his new EP, Petro 2, on all platforms. Octane released his new project, Crack the Vault, and it's out now on SoundCloud. Okay? Yes! Maxwell, come on, y'all. Let's just get a bunch of tickets and just go, okay? I'm ready to hear. I'm ready. Y'all better shut up. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm me. Get my vocals together. I can sing for real, y'all. Don't be trying to play me on here either. At least that's what people tell me. Anyway, shout out to the Big Exclusive Network. Big Exclusive Podcast is every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Did I say 9 p.m.? I'm sorry, at 7 p.m. What am I doing with my notes? At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this Tuesday, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., we're going to have the Ladies' Night Takeover, okay? September 27th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because I got some West Coast people on here too. Tamika Rice, Tiffany Ann, Carmen Lauren, and Sabrine. They're going to be taking over, honey. I can't wait to see what they got going on. It is on the www.bepodcast.com. You can also subscribe to Big Exclusive Network channel on YouTube. All right. Also on the Big Exclusive Network, we have Monday through Friday, Keeping It Real with Big Roll in the mornings at 9 a.m. We also have on Sunday at 10 a.m. the Philadelphia Eagles Game Day Special. Sundays at 9 p.m. we have the Poppy Montega Show, also on the Big Exclusive Network. And on Thursdays at 9 p.m. we have Foreplay with B. So y'all gotta stay tuned. And also Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Think Different TV, hosted by your girl LaShia. So please go on www.bepodcast.com. Subscribe to the Big Exclusive Network YouTube channel. And yes, I will be moving over to the network next week, October 3rd. Okay, y'all, this hair keep getting my eyeball. Also, shout out to Uncle Marvin Music and Rap Hooks. Rap Hooks is a platform where you can take courses on creating hits, learning branding, streaming, social media marketing, music marketing, learning how to monetize your platforms, land placements, and major playlisting, collabing with any artist, producer, or engineer 24/7 worldwide, and showcase your talents to the world. Follow him and tell him Trivo La Farra sent you, and get started today on making making and taking your music career to the next level. Rap Hooks works with us, not for us. Follow him today to get started. See, I told you I could hit the notes. Make a Wish challenge is still going on. It ends on Friday. I Am Young P and Stonerville LLC are giving away $200 to the first place winners and $100 to the second place winner. All you have to do is upload a 15 to 30 second clip of you vibing to the song Make a Wish. And the judges, I Am Young P, Real True Fire, Real Smooth, Studio 3, or either IG or TikTok. You have to follow those judges, and they're going to be judging you so you can win that money. Ain't nothing wrong with a little extra cash, okay? And you must have Cash App to be eligible to win, all right? And the winner will be announced on the 30th. So actually, you probably got until like the 29th or something like that. But send in your video, all right? Okay, y'all, that wraps up our Hit It and Quit It and our shout-outs. Real quick, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be on a big exclusive network. It is hosted by me, your girl LaShia, and Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. Please get in touch with Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. Mention Think Different TV, and you get 15% off of your first project. And our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. When you hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Follow Euphoria Water right here on IG at UPHORIAWATER. You can call Captain if you live in the Philadelphia area at 267-707-8279 to have Euphoria Water delivered to your home. All right, that is our sponsors, and we're going to jump into the Will Smith Jeopardy. I need 2 volunteers. Do you know about Will Smith for real? Do you know about Willie from Philly? Do you? Do you though? Do you? Do you know? Do you know? Well, come on, send me a request so we can get you up here so you can win $20 Cash App. Listen, Will Smith Jeopardy that I do on the show is just like this. It runs like this, okay? I'm going to ask you questions, right? And because it's Jeopardy, you're going to answer in question form, okay? If you do not answer in question form, it will be wrong, okay? I just want to say that because a lot of people, they just shout out the answer instead of doing it in question form. You got to say it in question form, right? And I'm not going to accept anybody into this live until I see two volunteers in the little box in the bottom. What's up, Rico with the cam? I saw you just popped in here to Think Different TV. I thank you so much. Lisa Marie said, oh man, if I wasn't at work, I would be in there. Listen, $20 Cash App. Can't beat that, right? Let's see who I got in here so far. And it's probably Try. Yup, it's Try. See, Try is, he be wanting to win this money, okay? Y'all not hungry enough. Y'all gotta get on here and want this money, all right? And let me turn off my fan so that Try said, who losing to me tonight? He said, who losing to me tonight? 2 up on you. Thank you for joining Think Different TV. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to give away this money. It's Will Smith Jeopardy. I swear to you, it's not that hard. You win $20. And Try, please tell them that this is not for play, that I really be giving people $20 in their Cash App. Please tell them, because they be thinking that I be playing, and I don't be playing about that. What's up, Payroll Santana? Hey, I don't know if I did that right, but I've been practicing it. I've been working on it. Try said they scared. Try, what happened to your request? Let me just bring you in. Who else trying to win this money? Come on, Neil. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Okay, Rico with the cam. Let's go. Let's go. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, honey. Go. All right, what's up, Try?
How you doing?
What's up? What's up, Rico?
What's up, y'all?
Hey, I told y'all this is gonna be so fun. Listen, now, big exclusive. Yeah, we see his hat. We done already disgraced him last week about wearing that same hat. That's probably why he lost last week. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that, but I meant to say that. Okay. Official BJ Gray, what's up? So this is really simple and fun. It's Will Smith Jeopardy. You have to answer in the form of a question, okay? To win that $20 cash app. Okay? So y'all ready? Let's get on the popping. So, Will Smith, from the beginning, has had this famous and local DJ in tow. Try.
I can't raise my hand. I gotta raise my face. I raise my face.
But Try raised his hand first. I know you raised your face. I saw you raise your face, Rico.
I think that was like the same time.
I'm sorry. Try the answer.
Who is DJ Jazzy Jeff?
You got it right. Okay, I see you, Rico. I see you. Don't take your head at me, okay? I swear I see you. All right. So that's the first one. Will Smith played the lead in the biopic of this famous boxer. Try.
This some bullshit.
He ain't taking it serious, man. He ain't in it. He not in it. Who is Muhammad Ali?
All right, Try. Got it. Sorry. Let's do this. Let's move in. Wait, Rico. Listen, Rico. You can't raise your hand for real. All right.
They occupied.
What you mean they occupied? Anyway, I ain't gonna even ask what they occupied doing. Tell me. Oh, see, you can raise your hand. Okay, do that. You got it?
Some bullshit.
He already lost.
Here's the next question, y'all. Here's the next question. Will Smith played a member of the LGBTQ community in this 90s movie. Rico.
Is my answer?
You get a chance to answer. Go ahead.
All right. What is 6 separations in some movie?
Wrong.
No, wrong. Do you know what it is? Try.
Yes. What is 6 degrees of separation?
All right, Try.
Hey, what the fuck? I gave him the whole part of it. He just finished it. Hey, yo, I feel like I'm being gagged.
Wait.
I started off with what is, I just didn't know the whole name. I started it off though.
Gotta know the name of the movie.
Hey, yo, you should have switched the question up because I gave him the answer.
You lost.
I gave you the answer. You didn't know the answer. I gave you the beginning. You said, all right, let me finish it off.
I know everything about him.
Rico.
This some bullshit.
Rico. Hey, it's gonna be okay. All right. Next question.
Hey, Justice, can you be quiet on the game? I'm trying to win some money.
Will Smith is now known for the slap heard around the world on this award show. Okay, Rico.
The Oscars.
Wrong.
What the fuck?
You got one right.
It wasn't the Oscars.
Yes.
You got to answer in question form.
Oh God! What is? what is the Oscars?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you, Rico. Cause you're not gonna have me bust my lungs up here laughing at you so daggone hard. All right, last question, y'all. Will Smith is an author. He released his book titled This November of 2021.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
Y'all don't know?
No.
Wow. What is will? That was the name of the book, Will.
Okay.
That's what it is. I'm sorry, guys. But Try is the winner. He wins 3-1.
What? You don't got no more questions? Like you only have 5 questions?
It's only 5 questions.
What about if it was a tie?
If it was a tie, have a tiebreaker, but it wasn't no tie.
You know what? I'm not coming on this show no more. This game was rigged. This shit was fucking rigged. He be on here every week with the. I think you might be sending him the answer before he pop on.
Rico is not rigged.
He got that nut ass Giants hat on. This is too much. This got too much shit going on tonight.
Hey guys, if y'all want to hire a puppet, hit on Rico with the cam.
Don't hire me if you're a Giants fan or an Eagles fan.
What?
This some bullshit.
I love you too, Rico.
I love you too, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Think Different TV. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all tune in. Did y'all start talking about the maps yet? Because I want to cuss some people out about they think they. If you a map, you a fucking weirdo.
Stop it.
No, man. Like they try to turn. Like you start talking about the maps yet?
No, I didn't. I didn't start talking about that yet. That is a topic to come.
Bring me back in when you start talking about that. I got a whole motherfucking mouthful pause to talk about these motherfucking maps.
Actually, you know what? I'll just keep you on, Rico. Thank you so much, Try, for participating. I got your cash app. I'll send you.
He gonna send you 10 of it. We both won tonight. Congratulations to us.
See you, Try. Thank you so much. Oh man, this is crazy. Okay, Rico, you have been the light of my night. I appreciate you. I appreciate
that game was rigged. It's okay. I appreciate you too.
It's not rigged. I swear it's not. Next week is going to be a whole different topic. We're going to be doing Jeopardy one. So, you know, it's going to be okay. But we're going to jump into our hot topic tonight. You ready?
Yes, indeed. I'm ready. What's up?
All right. So our hot topic tonight is math.
Hey, Justice. Hold 1 second. Hey, Justice. Justice. You want to cut Fortnite off? Huh? Do you want to cut the game off? Do you want to cut the game off? Yes or no? Do you want to cut it off? Do you want to cut the game off? Keep being loud, it's coming off. You keep being loud and the game is getting cut off. Why should be loud in like 10 seconds? I'm back. I'm sorry. Have to be a parent for a minute.
So listen, yeah, being a parent is crazy. I know I have a 6-year-old. So, and real quick, shout out to my baby. He finished his first full week of school last week. I'm so super excited.
Shout out to all the young bucks out there doing their thing in school. Get that education is paramount.
Yes. Now, speaking of schools, in this particular school, there was a debate going on about minor attracted persons. The teacher said, you know, we shouldn't call them pedophiles because they should not be discriminated against because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
That's fucking, what teacher said this shit? That nigga's a fucking pedophile. The person who said they shouldn't be fucking judged is one. Like anybody that want to, I feel like anybody that want to change how we look at motherfucking people that's doing wrong shit is exactly one of them people.
Absolutely. Now this is creating a slippery slope because remember, actually before, weird enough, pedophilia it didn't have a title, it didn't have a name, but it was actually very much practiced. There was older people having, relations with children. It was not uncommon. And then someone finally said, this is very wrong. And then they started just locking people who had these tendencies up, right? But then after a while, someone said, you know what?
No, we're not airing you. Murder is not one of them type of conversations. Chill out. Watch. Pay attention.
But then it's like, oh, wait a minute now, because I was definitely about to add.
Nah, this ain't one of them. It's not a puppet show tonight, Murder. So chill out. That's one of my puppet nephews. Nah, he think it's a puppet show. It's not one of them tonight, Murder.
Okay. But the thing about it is that we went from locking them up to someone saying, doing like a psychology thing with their brain and saying, this is actually a sickness.
They doing this for everybody. They making everything a sickness.
Yes, but then they said by making it a sickness, we can treat this. We can treat what's going on with this person. They would give them medication, they would give them shots, they would do shock therapy to try to rid them of these temptations, these feelings, these thoughts. So then someone said, instead of putting them in jail, let's put them in like a psych ward or something like that. Let them get the treatment that they need. That's why a lot of pedophiles were getting smaller and smaller sentences. They would be in jail for like 6 months, not even. Get time served or whatever, because they felt like it's a sickness. Now they're trying to make it a preference. Just like a man could be attracted to another man, or a woman could be attracted to another woman.
They try to make it like bisexual. Like you might say, I'm bisexual. You can say, I'm a man. They try to make it to where you can get said out your mouth and that shit is normal. Yeah, I'm attracted to young bucks. You don't get your weird ass the fuck out of here, dog. It's nothing normal about that. Like I said, this why we live in this sick ass world. Because all the weird shit that's really not normal, they're trying to make that shit normal. And to the point where you go outside and if a grown ass man say something to my kid, it's supposed to be okay now because he's a fucking map. He's not a pedophile. You don't get the fuck out of here. No, it's no difference. It's no difference. The world is so fucking creepy. It's just making it more and more unsafe and more dangerous for kids. Even with the transgender using the bathroom shit. That's fucking weird too. Like everybody should have their own fucking bathroom. I don't give a fuck who you is. Like if you transgender, y'all got your own fucking bathroom with all y'all in there. If you a fucking girl, you got a bathroom with girls in there. You a boy, boys in that bathroom. But all that switching bathrooms and shit and trying to make that shit normal, ain't nothing normal about that. And that's what this map shit is the same thing. The maps is pedophiles, creepy ass people that attack children, that do weird shit to children. They giving them a fucking get out of jail free card. They giving these niggas a get out of jail free card. It's like, no, you can't be mad at him. He like little kids. What the fuck are you talking about? I can't be mad at him. What part of in real life is that supposed to be normal? But we live in a crazy world.
I'm sorry, Rico. Another thing that was a slippery slope is that when people think of pedophiles, it's already like in their mind they think male. But there's females out there that are pedophiles, and they prey on young men. And the thing about it is that sometimes, well, I did an episode way back called Sexual Assault on Men and Female Predators. And the thing about that is that so many people are more accepting of a female predator if she's beautiful and the young man is like a teenager, because they like, oh well, you know, it's okay because he probably wanted it anyway or whatever, but that's still sick.
Yeah,
Because
it's
her
still
being
bad.
attracted to a child should not be that. It should not be that.
That's true. Like when you hear about teachers fucking their students, that's pedophilia. Because end of the day, is you still fucking with a minor. It's just that a lot of you say is more accepted in that manner because there's a female doing it to a guy, and most they look at guys as like, oh, guys like, oh, we doing it to an older woman. They might look at that as like a achievement for us, but not all them guys, all them young men wanted what happened to them, so they have to realize that factor too.
Mm-hmm. Melly says, say what you want. If a trans goes into the bathroom with my daughter, we catching a charge.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But you know what's crazy, Melly? You will catch the charge before the trans will. Because if you put your hands on that trans, you're going to catch a charge. And this is this fucked up part about this fucking world. That they put us at these fucking laws that we supposed to abide, that y'all switched. Like y'all switched the laws to fit people. And now that shit inconvenienced the regular people that was here before, and we can't even speak up on it. We can't say fuck all this because now we the outcasts. We the non-normal people because we don't think that shit is cool.
Exactly. And that has been a problem. So I really wanted to bring this topic to light because it came to my attention. Shout out to the Hodge twins. They actually posted it on their page. And I thought that was an interesting thing that they have an actual name for it now. So now there is this Church for the Wicked said the normalizing, and you also said, Rico, the normalizing of abstract behavior, untoward behavior we shouldn't even be accepting or praising or wanting in our communities. It's very dangerous. I don't want to have my child going to school and, you know, some man or woman who is
got a map ass
a
teacher.
map,
For
you know,
teacher.
is scoping out my child,
For a
you know,
teacher, you know what I'm saying? His teacher can be a man. And like this is the scariest shit in the world. You sending your fucking children out to strangers. Most of us send our children out to strangers every day. School. School. So now, back in the day, or if someone was a pedophile or did some creepy shit to kids, they had a record. You knew who they were. They wasn't allowed to do this. Now they making it to where this shit is so normal. This nigga can like kids and he won't have a record. He'd just be on the roster. He'd be the principal. He'd be the security guard. He'd be one of the regular motherfuckers, and there's no law behind it now. There's no repercussions. It's creepy.
And it could be the dissolution of the sex predator registry. You know, they have to register every year or so often, and that's going to pretty much dissolve that because they're like, what do they need to?
What I'm on this list for if I'm a Mac, nigga? Like if they not on the list, why I'm on the list, nigga? I was fucking with kids. He fucking with kids. Take my name off this list. I should be able to live free like these niggas. The fuck? That's what I mean.
They don't have to register. They don't have to do any of that. So this is a real big problem. It is becoming something that, like, I don't know. The 20s has been just a weird decade so far. So many different things have been happening. And I guarantee you that Biden is probably up there itching to sign whatever bill they bring forth to make this a thing. They, you know, because we don't know who's in these people's pockets. And a lot of people who are pedophiles, because I'm going to call it what it is,
Yeah.
they had there a lot of them had the money to do the stuff that they do. And they're like, oh, I don't have to keep it a secret. Oh, I don't have to. Oh, what's child pornography? That's not even. Oh, that wouldn't even be illegal either.
Yo.
Possession of child pornography, all this different stuff. All that stuff is going to be done away with because it's just going to be seen as a preference.
Oh my fucking God.
Can y'all see yourselves? Can you see the section on these sites where it's actually like now it's actual a category?
Yo, I be so I don't guess thinking about that turns my stomach and makes me upset. Like it's guess knowing that they push. This is what I mean. Everything. This is why I tell y'all protect y'all fucking kids. Because everything they doing is towards these fucking kids. It ain't towards the grown-ups.
Mm-hmm.
It's towards these fucking babies. It's towards the next generation. They are fucking their brains left and right. They are making them think that everything is cool, everything is okay, this is all right. Our fucking children are in danger. It's not us. It's the fucking children that's under attack. Like when I hear shit like this, I'm like, this shit ain't gonna affect me. This gonna affect my fucking kids.
And grandkids.
And grandkids. Kids that come after this. This world's becoming so free and wicked. It's sad, yo. It's sad how I watch everything bad turn to something good or get praised. I've watched it. I'm an OG. So I remember when shit wasn't right. And we knew right from wrong. Now nothing is fucking wrong no more, it seemed like. It's like, and this is why my daughter do homeschool, because I need to keep my fucking eyes on her 24/7 or as much as I can. I need to know what the fuck these teachers is teaching my fucking kid, because you're not about to be a map teaching my fucking kid. I'm not about to be not around my child and not know what the fuck is going on, because this new world is so creepy. You can't even trust your fucking kids with damn near nobody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Rico, I appreciate you lending your voice to this topic.
Not a problem.
I love to do more time on the topic, but it gets so heated and so debated, and it's a lot more that we have to cover on the show. But listen, the conversation doesn't stop here, because this is happening. This is happening. So I'm raising awareness. I'm starting the train of raising awareness. Shout outs to the Hodge twins for bringing it to my attention. And now we're bringing attention to this very important matter, so this does not happen. So listen, make sure y'all subscribe to the Big Exclusive Network. Make sure y'all tune into the replay of Think Different TV on my IGTV series and on my YouTube channel, Think Different TV. Voice y'all opinions, share y'all comments, Please speak up on this issue and let them know it is not okay. It is not okay. All right. Thank you, Rico.
No, thank you, man. Everybody, I just made a new TikTok. Can y'all please go follow it? It's Rico with the Cam. If y'all need music videos, I shoot them. I run a TV network called Air 24/7 on Roku. We touched almost 79 million homes. If you're trying to get on TV, definitely get with me. Videos. You need babes, whatever you need, I'm the go-to puppet. So shout out to Vixen Gang, shout out to you, man. Think Different TV. And if you ain't thinking different, you following the motherfucking trend.
Yes. Thank you so much, people with the Cam. Love you. All right, guys. A very heated debate, a really heated topic. And that's why we come to Think Different TV, where minds meet, so we can share our thoughts and our opinions on this very topic. Every topic that I bring on here, I want to make sure that people get their share, their speak, their, what I want to say, voice their opinions about it, because it's very real and it's happening all around us. All right. So before we even jump into our independent artist spotlight that I'm super excited to have on, listen, I want to shout out you guys. Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are moving over to the big exclusive network. Make sure you subscribe to the big exclusive network on YouTube. Still subscribe to Think Different TV on YouTube. And check out www.bepodcast.com, where we will be live streaming the show. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So we're going to jump into our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can find Anointed Ads right here on IG and or Facebook under Anointed Ads, ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right. Anointed Ads is the company that created the flyer for Think Different TV, as well as the logo for our beautiful merch that can be found at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. And he's also creating the website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your business, your flyer created for your event, your website created, please hit up Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. Again, that's 609-534-0237. All right. And when you mention Think Different TV, he's going to take 15% off of your first project. Our other sponsor is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. Euphoria Water can be found right here on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. That's UPHORIAWATER. Or if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, you can call Captain at 267-707-8279. That's 267-707-8279 and get your Euphoria Water today. And on that note, I'm going to take a sip because there was a lot to say. It's so good. So cold. It's so good. All right. Shout out to Cole Gamer 616. Shout out to Trent W85 for joining Think Different TV. Shout out to Lone Wolf's IG on Think Different TV. Shout out to, there's a lot of people that jumped in, man. It's a full house tonight. I'm loving this. Big exclusive. Listen, I gotta drink somewhere. I'm parched. Okay, it's a lot of talking. All right, it's a lot of talking, and sometimes my mouth gets dry. All right, I need to, hydrate myself. All right. So we have an amazing independent artist spotlight on Brinks of Brinks TV show. I am super excited to interview this guy. I've seen his work. Okay, Brinks TV show is every Tuesday, 9 p.m. on Comcast 6 in Mobile, Alabama. All right, it's also on Comcast 31 in Memphis, Tennessee. And it comes on 12 a.m. on Comcast 29 in ATL. And listen, his mission is to provide exposure for local entrepreneurs and artists while also offering aspiring talent networking opportunities within their chosen path. But let me tell y'all a little bit about the man behind the mission, all right? Award-winning TV personality Brink Young, born Brinkley Wilson, got his start at age 21, uploading vlogs on YouTube. All right, because you know YouTube used to be a thing back then. You know, you used to upload vlogs, used to do a lot of stuff on everything YouTube. Everybody, all the content creators used to flock to YouTube. All right, which became known as Brink TV. Very soon after, he transitioned into a TV career. And he was hosting a local music video show on public access cable. After only 2 years, all right, he left to develop what is now Brink TV, the most award-winning independent TV show in the South. All right, and that was since fall of 2013. He also has the Brink TV Music U Live Countdown, on which my bros Payroll Santana, hey, and I Am Young P without the O, have been showcased. He has interviewed celebs mainstream and local alike. Megan Good, Jacquees, and Nicki Minaj, just to name a few. And now the interviewer has become the interviewee or interviewee. All right. So listen, I know I was reading off the screen, but just to put it plain and simple, this guy has been working very, very hard. He's very dedicated to his craft, to what he has going on. He makes sure he gives a platform to independent and mainstream artists alike. And someone I aspire to be one day, because listen, I've been doing Think Different TV, and one of the things I made sure to add, and while I'm doing this, hold up, y'all, because my camera's a little fuzzy. I'll make sure y'all see me. There we go. When I created Think Different TV, one of the things I wanted to make sure I added was an independent artist spotlight. Why? Because a lot of times independent artists are overlooked. They're under showcased. They are always asked to pay to showcase their talent. Oh, you're gonna get great promo, but pay me like $200 to get on the stage. Just like, oh my gosh, and sometimes it be more than that. And honestly, I get tired of doing all that. And I know some really dope artists worldwide, and also, you know, just locally, domestically in the States, that are not getting showcased like they should be. So I made sure that I made a platform for them. However, Brink has been doing this since 2013, and he's devoted his time and energy to create an adult platform. And I love it. And he's been doing city tours and all this stuff. So I'm super excited to get him on here and interview him and pick his brain and find out how he got into all this. So here we go. We're going to go live with Brink TV show. Brink Young, come on in. Big Think Different TV, welcome. Hi.
What's up? What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
How are
just
you?
making sure. I'm cool. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. I've been watching your show and I've been loving it. I love how you also talk about very real topics, like the hot topic we had tonight. One artist I saw was talking about mental health, which I'm a big advocate for. I wanted you to just introduce yourself to everybody, to the Think Different TV fam. You know who you are, what you do, and what you want people to think of when they hear Brink TV show.
All right, so I guess I do it like I do it on TV. What's happening, everybody? Of course, I'm Brink Young from the South Memphis slums, host of the most award-winning independent talk show in the South and the hottest music video countdown in the country, Brink TV, and of course, Brink TV Music U Live Countdown. I'm just happy to be here. You know, shout out to everybody with Think Different TV. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to RICO, man. RICO was tripping me out on the Will Smith Jeopardy. I was like, dang, he must ain't got no Muppet ass in a while or something. He was pretty spicy. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to everybody involved. And thank you for having me as a guest, by the way.
Oh, thank you for allowing me to interview you, because I know you've been doing a lot of interviewing, and I know that you have also done interviews. And for you to take the time out to come on to Think Different TV, I really appreciate you. I first got wind of you through I Am Young P, because he sent me a link to vote for his song "Say Something" to be in the countdown. So I said, okay, I'll go and, you know, vote for him and everything. And then I really started doing a lot more research when Payroll Santana was on the show, and he was on the countdown.
I'm sorry, it's a reflex. It's a reflex.
You gotta say it right. Hey.
Yay. Hey.
And he definitely,
Payroll Santana.
Yes, shout out to Payroll Santana. Shout out to I Am Young P for bringing you to the forefront, because I'm from Philly. Mm-hmm. So a lot of stuff, it take a while to reach us, you know.
Absolutely.
Because they like to keep y'all secret.
You know what's dope? And definitely shout out to I Am Young P as well. He sent me some of the Stonerville gear. You guys will see me wearing it on the upcoming episode of Brink TV. But what's cool is Philadelphia is actually one of my upcoming stops on the Brink TV 12 city tour. So I'm actually taking a few weeks off right now, taking like 3 weeks off, getting ready so that I can go. The next city is going to be like Birmingham, Alabama, and then Atlanta, and then LA, and then Philly. Like I say, man, I'm trying to step out in Philly and see what's happening. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I got to say, you don't get a cheesesteak. Get you
Please,
some,
please,
yes.
please,
Get
please,
you
and
some
thank
right
you.
places. Because
Please and
everybody be
thank
like,
you.
oh, you gotta go here, you gotta go here. No, let me take you on my own personal tour because some people be
Yeah.
messing up. Be messing up.
Hey, I
Um,
wanna run the stairs like Rocky did on the movie. Can we make that happen?
yes, I'll take you there too. I'll take you to all the hot spots, all the touristy spots. I'm gonna tell you right now, it might be a little crowded. It depends on when
Okay.
you come, but it might be crowded because every time I go past, there's always a whole bunch of tourists out there ready to run them steps. So, you know, you might
Yeah.
have to wait a while to take a picture with the Rocky statue too, if that's what you want to do
Okay.
too.
That's cool. That's cool. I just want to punch him in the face one time. That's all.
So I want to just talk about like how you got started. I know how Think Different TV got started. I just put up my phone, put up a ring light, and just said, "This is what I'm going to do." How did this start for you?
Um. Well, I'll see if I could tell the long story short. Um, I had a group of friends from high school about 2008. And at the time, I was doing so much. You know, I was an artist. You know, that's why I got so much compassion for artists because I started out as an artist. Um, I was an artist. I was making beats. I was doing photography. I was doing graphics. I was doing video production, all kind of stuff. And my friends at the time, they were like, "Dang, Brink, you got all this stuff. Next thing you know, you're gonna have Brink TV." And they were laughing about it. And I was like, you know what? That's actually a good idea. So it started out as a video blog. Well, a vlog, that's what they call it now. But
Mm-hmm.
started out as a video blog, talking about various topics, you know, things that were going on in the city of Memphis as well as pop culture. And it just started to take off. Eventually I had a homeboy who was locked up, you know, that summer. This was summer 2008. And I was writing them, you know, because I think it's very important that if you got some homies in jail, you need to write your people. You know, you never know how much it means to them, you know, when you actually write them and they see it, you know, because a lot of people, you know, they forget about their people when they locked up. So I told him, I was like, yeah, I just started this thing called Brink TV. And when you get out, I should interview you. And he was like, oh, yeah, that'll be dope. So he gets out a few months later, do the interview in my living room. And it just took off from there. Eventually, I started going to concerts, filming, you know, started working with celebrities, and the rest is history.
Absolutely. So can you talk a little bit about how important it is to network? Like a lot of people think that they can just create something and then they don't have to really go anywhere because it's doing pretty good, you know, just like I'm doing Think Different TV. I'm in my house, I'm doing everything. But I'm gonna tell you something. If it wasn't for me going out and actually networking and linking up with people, Think Different TV wouldn't be moving over to a network. So I want you to talk about how important it is to network, even if you do have a following.
I'm gonna be honest, like, and this comes back from me being an artist. Um, Back in the day, I used to think I could do everything from my living room. I used to think that I could create, and I'm about to date myself when I say this, but I used to think I create my MySpace page and I send messages out to people. Hey, can you check out my song, please? If you like it, cool. If you don't, act like you never got this. I thought stuff like that was enough. And I learned quickly that that's not enough. You actually got to get out and touch people. Um, Another thing I'm gonna say, as an artist, I thought that, man, I shouldn't have to pay nobody to, you know, promote me, or I shouldn't have to pay nobody they should be paying me. That's another big mistake because it takes money to make money. You have to invest. Any business, and believe it or not, being an artist, it is a business. Any business has to invest, whether it's marketing, promo, product, you know, like you have to invest. So it's a lot of things that I learned as an artist. I learned the importance of them as an artist, a lot of things that I was not doing. And then the moment I started doing them, things started taking off for me. I decided to stop being an artist because I actually learned the music business. I invested time to learn the business, and I said, you know what? I ain't got the money to compete, because I used to go to the music panels, and it was a guy at the panel said, if you don't have $50,000 right now, you're in the wrong business. I said, well, I'm in the wrong business. So, I decided to stay within, exactly, right? Of course, this was like 2009. Now it don't take no 50 grand, but anyway, the internet has advanced a lot. But anyway, I decided to stay within the realm of entertainment, because music is my first love, but entertainment, hey, that's where I come from. So definitely it's important to network, getting back to your question. I learned, basically, I'm just saying I learned a lot of that stuff as an artist, the importance of a lot of things. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So my thing is that as an artist myself, I totally get where you're coming from. Is feeling like you could do everything from just being in your home and not realizing the importance of going out and actually networking. And it can hurt you. It can
Yeah.
hurt you because then you show up at places, right? And you think you hot stuff. And people
Yeah.
be like, I don't know who you is. Who
Rude
is you?
awakening. See, the thing is, and I always tell people this, and I'm gonna ask you this question, just like I ask any artist that I do a consultation for. You know anything about baseball? I know you're in Philly, the Philadelphia Phillies. That's you guys saying, correct?
Mhm.
How
Yup.
many bases do you have to touch in order to score in baseball?
4, right?
Sure about that?
Now
Kind
you
of a
got me
trick
thinking
question.
because I don't
Don't
really watch
worry, don't
baseball like
worry.
that.
I take care of it for you. Kind of a trick question. You have to touch home plate first, then you go to first base. That's 2. Second base, that's 3. Third base, that's 4. And then touch home again,
Base
that's
again.
5.
Yep, that's right.
Got you. So baseball marketing, basically you have to be in like touch 5 different bases. Just online on the internet, that's just one. You have to get out and put out flyers. You have to get out and put out commercials, ads on YouTube and Google or whatever. You have to actually get out and put out posters. You have to, some people, if you got the money, put an ad on television, put an ad on the
Mhm.
radio. TV and radio are still king. Do not let people lie to you and say they don't nobody listen to radio no more. Well, why the artists still get geeked up? Oh, my song on the radio. I thought you just said nobody listens to the radio no more.
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta, 5, you gotta spread it out as much as possible. So, that's the thing. Like, you will be in for a rude awakening because sometimes everything doesn't translate. You could be big shit on YouTube. No, I'm sorry. You could be big shit on Instagram, but
Mhm.
your Facebook is lacking, or your Twitter is lacking, or your YouTube is lacking. Everything has to translate. And then even when it translates on the internet, that doesn't mean it's going to translate in real life. Take me, for
Mhm.
example. I just came back from grocery shopping. Before I got on this, like I was rushing. Like my bags are still on the floor over there. I ain't even put the stuff up because I wanted to make sure I was on time for the show. But how does it translate in real life? When I was at the grocery store, people recognized me. They was like, hey, Brink, what's going on? Hey, Brink, hey, I saw your show. That's how it translates. So that's why I say don't be miffed or don't be fooled if you popping only on one social media site and then you go out in the world and nobody knows you. You're in for a rude awakening. And another thing, like you you don't get used to rejection from being home or just being on social media. Get
Mhm.
out and get used to rejection. Actually talking to people, hey, I'm actually an artist, I don't mean to take up too much of your time. I want to know if I could, get you to check out my music or scan this QR code or could I get a follow on Instagram? Get
Mhm.
that rejection so that way you can build it up. Stop being these crazy people who can't take rejection and you cussing people out or saying that they broke or, come on, man. Like, get out your house. It's a lot of bathroom basement rappers and artists who just do it from their home and they really ain't got out and experienced the world. Like, get out and experience rejection. Get out and experience networking. Pass out flyers. Build a street team. Go to a college, a local college, and talk to the college students. Just network. Go to barbershops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I do.
Yeah,
And
no,
that wasn't even not the
you're not
question.
dropping
I'm
jewels
just
right
I'm a
now.
teacher. I'm a teacher at heart.
That is awesome. I love that you are giving the game, you know, in the only way you know how to give the game. And it's so refreshing to hear it on a level that I can understand. Because a lot of people, they don't understand the grind. They don't understand that you have to really put the work in. They see somebody successful and think that they just became successful overnight, not realizing that there's real work that goes into doing all this. You have to network. You have to go out. They say your network is your net worth. You have to go out there. You have to make sure that you hit every, like you said, every base. Every base you got to touch on. And I really love that about their baseball theory. That was dope. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
So humble beginnings, right? When
Hmm.
you, like you said, when you first started, you was doing vlogs and everything like that. Now, when did you realize, like, wow, it's really catching on? Or have you not even hit that yet? I mean, I know you said some people will notice you out in the grocery store, but do you still feel like I'm you know, I'm not really there yet, but I'm, you know, I'm hot stuff, but I'm not there yet. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, because you just hit me as like a really humble guy. So I'm like, do he even realize how dope he is? And I'm sure he does, but he's just like
Thank you.
really keeping it low
Nah,
key.
okay, I would be fooling myself if I said that I'm already there because I aspire to do so much. Um, you know how they say shoot for the stars?
Hmm.
That's too low for me. Like I'm shooting for the galaxy. Like I'm shooting for all the way out there in outer space. Now, right now, I'm I'm off the ground. I'm above the power lines. I guess you could say I'm like where the planes at. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the clouds, you know. So, I mean, to me, that's humility right there. You know, I'm not where I want to be, so I'll forever be humble. However, it's moments in my career where I have to remind people and let them know, you know, what I've done, who I am. You know, I saw my guy Trippy Tribbett said in the comments, legend in Memphis. That's correct. Um, I'm gonna be honest, and this is not me. This is not me being bragging or boastful. I've done more for Memphis hip hop than any other journalist in this city. Me. I was the first to bring interviews on so many artists that you probably know in Philadelphia now, but I was the first one to bring out an interview on them and put these people on TV. You know, I can name several artists. Matter of fact, you really could name the Memphis artists that you're familiar with, because like you say, sometimes it takes a while for, you know, things from the South to get to, you know, the East Coast and, you know, up north. However, just about anybody you name, I've either worked with or did a consultation with them or put them on TV or whatever, you know, like, so I I safely say that I've contributed the most, more than any other journalist, more than any other interviewer in this city for Memphis hip hop, Memphis music. I did it. You asked me at what point do I feel like, you know, things really kind of became household? I would say 2015. We were at Essence Festival in New Orleans, and just coming from where I come from, we don't get that opportunity. We don't get that break. You know, I'm from South Memphis. South Memphis is probably like one of the roughest areas in Memphis. Rest in peace to Young Dolph. That's where Young Dolph's from. Matter of fact,
Hmm.
Key Glock, his artist, grew up. He grew up on the same street as me. So, like I say, I know his family. We know each other. You know,
Hmm.
so coming from where I come from, we don't get that opportunity. And 2015, that's when it really hit me. Like, damn, I'm really here. It really happened. And the thing is, when you get to that realization, you can't stop. You know, you got to keep going. Matter of fact, in 2015, my show was only in Memphis. Now we in on Comcast in Atlanta. Now we on
Yep.
Comcast in Mobile, Alabama. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yep.
so even though I got to that realization, I couldn't stop there. And even now, we on a 12 city tour. I'm gonna pop up in Philly. I'm gonna get a Philly cheesesteak. Like, this is reality. So you can't stop. Like, no matter what break you get, no matter what opportunity you get, no matter what moment happens, you can't sit up there and relish in it. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, enjoy it when it's over. Like, I can't even sit down and enjoy stuff because I get too comfortable. I get too complacent. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, I just coast off of this bullshit. Hey, them moments are like that. What they say, 15 seconds of fame. Matter of fact, on Brink TV, on Brink TV on Facebook, I got a post right now that I posted last Tuesday. That post is it's reached over 900,000 people, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. I ain't never did this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's viral, but at the same time, keep posting, keep putting out content, keep doing
Yep.
stuff because, hey, I don't care. 900,000 people seeing it, that don't mean the bills is gonna get paid. So you got to keep going. Like, likes won't pay the bills. Comments won't, shares, they won't pay the bills. You got to be smart enough to translate that and turn it into money. You know, that's why I say, I'm glad you brought up the internet stuff. I don't want people to let this internet stuff fool you because, like I say, you could be popping on one site and, hey, your light bill still due. Them lights ain't finna, you know, and then streaming, hey, what they paying for streams? Hey, shit, might as well get a 9 to 5. Come on now, what we talking about?
Yeah, that's true. So can we talk about the consistency? All right.
Absolutely.
Consistency definitely is the key when it comes to running a podcast, running a vlog, running, a live show. You have to be consistent in everything you do. And I read your mission, and and I see that you hold true to that mission. Is it like how do you like frame your show? Like when you sit down and you think about what you want to do this week, or is it like something you plan, or is it something that just happens? Because right now I'm in the planning stage. I have to plan everything out or I'm gonna go crazy. So where are you at as far as those stages?
I'm glad that you say that you plan because a wise person told me a man who fails to plan plans to fail. So you definitely have to do that. I'm a bit of a freestyler. I'm gonna be honest with you. And all these years, me doing interviews and stuff like that, like I don't write down no questions. You know, basically I study the guests, and then I have a one-on-one conversation with them on camera. You know, like of course I prep them. You know, before we get on camera, I let them know. You know, this is what we're gonna be doing. What's off limits? What do you not want to talk about? Because I'm not the controversy guy. I don't talk about your beefs or your issues or whatever you got going on, the negativities, unless you bring it up or unless you want to talk about it. Why? Because controversy, yeah, it gets a lot of likes and views, but the shelf life on it, I don't know. And then another thing, a lot of celebrities and record labels, they don't want to mess with you if you always diving into people's beefs and diving into the controversy. They'll never bring that artist to you to be on your show, on your platform. So that's the thing, like you got to be smart. You know, Tyrese said this years ago, you got to learn how to take care of shit without stepping in it. And sometimes a lot of journalists, a lot of interviewers, they be so thirsty. They be hungry for that clout. Woo! And then they just jump on a lot of things that they shouldn't touch on. And what they don't know, they're stunting their own growth. Like I say, you might have that 15 seconds of fame or 15 minutes of fame, but you're stepping on your own self, you know. So as far as planning, like I say, I'm a freestyler, you know. I love it when I'm already a fan of the person, you know, because like I say, it's just really me giving them their props. You know, a lot of people say give them their flowers. Hey, I give people props because life is a movie and you got to keep living it. So I just freestyle. You know, I go off of, you know, the vibes of the person, you know. I was blessed with the ability to make people comfortable. I was blessed with the ability to make people open up. You know, I deal with a lot of youth. You know, I actually, you know, prior to the pandemic, I was a youth pastor at my church. So I deal with a lot of teenagers. And like, you know how teenagers are these days, like they cool, like they super cool. They don't want to talk. They got their hoodie on. It's 90 degrees outside.
Yep.
I can get those to open up and tell me what their dreams are and what they want to do, what their aspirations are. God gave me that ability, man. So I use my powers for good. I can't speak on those. But like I say, it's always dope when, you know, I'm a fan of the person already, you know. Yeah.
You know what, Brink? I want people to see your face. I feel like we're not seeing your whole face right there. There we go.
I didn't know. My bad. See, I didn't
know.
No,
you're good.
I thought it was cut off. Like, my bad. I'm tripping. Like, because I see this little, like, hey, I don't do the live.
Like,
I don't do it.
We want to see your face. We got to see your face.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was finna say what? I was finna say.
I'm like,
I was about to say what Dave Chappelle said next after that, but I don't want to, I don't want anybody to think I'm a Klansman for real. Yeah, my bad. But I didn't know. Like I said, I don't be doing IG live and all that. Like I'm new to it. You hipping me on something new.
But let me tell you, I love that you're on here and you're giving. Like, I didn't even know you were a youth pastor. That is something amazing. Like, and you're absolutely right. This generation, they be too cool for school, man. They don't want to talk about nothing. But you
Yeah.
being able to have the ability is amazing. And I've seen your interviews and I've seen that people are super comfortable on your couch. I'm about to get me a couch so people can be comfortable on my couch.
Just makes just
That's
make sure it ain't a white couch.
super plush. Like, I'm like, we probably be falling asleep on that joint. Like,
Now guests, like I say, when we get finished with the interview, like some guests, they just be lounging, like really like this is a kicking spot, and I'm like, I got a 4 o'clock, right? Like somebody finna come in right after you, like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but like I say, just make sure it ain't a white couch. If you get a couch. It's trademark. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
but it's definitely like I seen your growth in the different episodes, and you're coming up on a year for
On the
the
countdown, yeah.
panel. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's major because like I was just thinking, I was like, dad, I almost been doing this show for a year, but I'm like, I'm a baby in the game. Like I just started, and
You're
a
doing
year
it
goes
though.
by fast because when you're
You're
like chopping
doing
up
it.
with topics and you get running around getting guests and you're like all over the place, you're like, oh my goodness, like it's Monday already. And I know you're like, it's Tuesday already. Like every
Yeah.
Tuesday, y'all gotta check them out. If you're in Mobile, Alabama, Memphis, Tennessee, Atlanta, you gotta check them out at 9 p.m. in Mobile, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee, and 12 a.m. in Atlanta. Comcast 6, 31,
Yes.
and 29
There you go.
respectively. I
You
think
got it.
so.
You got it.
I'm doing
Hmm.
everything off the top of my
You
head.
got it. You got it.
So definitely go and check them out. But yeah, like how is that? Like 1 minute you're like, I just finished the show, and then like you got to jump into editing the next show, or do you do them all at one time, or what's the planning, or you don't have a plan? I mean, you do have a
Yeah.
plan, but then you don't
Yeah,
really
on
like.
that. Yeah, on that, I definitely have a plan. It's just it can get hectic, especially like right now. With me doing this tour, I'm pretty much booked like my stuff that's airing on TV. I got stuff that's airing all the way in November. Like, just to show you guys, how my airing schedule is so jam packed because I've been doing a lot of interviews. And just like you said, it comes on that Tuesday. All right, Wednesday, boom, I got to make sure I get it uploaded to YouTube. Uh, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, I got to start promoting next week's episode. It never ends. It's work, but like they say, when you do something you love, it's not work. But I say it's work because I get tired. I have a personal life. I have things that I like to do. And I could definitely safely say that my personal life has taken the back burner a lot due to this show. Um, it's a lot of things like sleep. What's that? You know, like it,
Exactly.
yeah. It's just a lot of different things. That I've sacrificed. In order for this show to become as successful as it is and get even more successful. So that's the best way I can put it. But yeah, it's a rat race. I'm filming on Sundays, editing on Mondays, promoting and actually doing a live stream on Tuesdays.
Yep.
Wednesdays we uploading. Thursday we promoting for next week. Like it never stops.
It's like a
But it's a
cycle. It's
good
like a
but
cycle.
it's a good cycle though. It's a good cycle.
So really quickly, I mentioned a few people that you have met and interviewed,
Hmm.
mainstream. Um, how about you give us a little bit about the people that you have already interviewed, and who do you, well, you probably can't tell us who you got in the lineup because probably like
Yeah.
secret. Oh, you
Yeah,
can?
no, no,
Okay.
no. Yeah,
And
I can
then,
tell you. I can tell you.
who would you want to interview? So, who have you already interviewed? Who are you going to interview? And who would you like to interview?
Okay, so who have I interviewed? I've interviewed people like Genuine, of course Genuine, he like going crazy right now.
Yay,
Like I say,
emoji.
everybody exactly like so he's super hot right now. Interviewed David Banner, obviously Nicki Minaj. Um, let's see. I always draw a blank when it comes to that. Jacquees, like you mentioned. A lot of times I just go to my website because I can't remember everybody. Like I legit be forgetting people, but definitely RIP Young Dolph. I've interviewed him. I'm not sure if you're familiar with um, this rapper from Memphis named Big Boogie. I don't know if you heard of Big Boogie yet.
I haven't yet, but I'm sure I'm
Okay,
going to
okay.
find out
You
about it.
probably you probably familiar with his dance. He got this dance that went like super crazy viral where like the guys are holding him up and he's just like humping the air. You know what I'm saying? Like so you probably seen him, but if you haven't, you will soon. Boogie, um, just a lot of people, man. Like I said, I can't remember everybody, but I remember you asked me who I got. I think you said who I got coming up or something like
Yep.
that. Okay, who I got coming up? October 4th, Tuesday, October 4th. I got Juicy Fruit. Have you ever heard of Juicy Fruit by any chance?
I have.
Okay, so if you guys don't know who you're watching, Juicy Fruit is the artist. She sings a song, P Valley, down in the valley where the girls get naked. Yeah, she does that. Of course, she got a lot of amazing songs as well. But I got actually got a 2-part interview with her. Like that interview was 40 minutes, so we got to break that up on 2 episodes. And yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Yeah, tomorrow night we got 901 Entertainment. It's a dance in Memphis called juking. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah,
it, but
I heard of
yeah,
it.
juking exactly. So buck jumping, juking. They like the top jukers in this city. Matter of fact, they on tour with Glorilla right now. They just did Rolling Loud in New York City. They will be on the show tomorrow night, and just a lot of cool stuff. I remember you asked me who would I like to interview. I'm gonna
Yes.
answer that question 2 ways, okay? So, who would I like to interview that's still living, and who would I like to interview that's passed on? So, number one, who's still living? Who would I like to interview? My biggest person that I would love to interview is Lil Wayne. That's the interview, man. Look, hey, I gotta interview dude. Like at some point, we gotta make that happen. Number 2 would be Drake, obviously, and then number 3 would probably be Lil Baby. If I,
Oh,
give you them top 3 like that. As far as who would I like to interview who is no longer with us, um, y'all might laugh, but Prince, like I think Prince, me and Prince would like tear the house down, like because
yes.
he's so intense. Like he'd be like, "So, what kind of questions are you gonna ask me?" You know what I'm saying? Like with this
Yeah.
deep voice,
But
like
he's
he just
spicy
be,
too, cause
yeah,
he was hitting people with shade all
yeah,
day. He
yeah.
even looking people
So
up and they're like,
yeah. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, I would love to interview Prince. Another person I love to interview. Who definitely inspired me a lot. Tupac. Tupac Shakur. That would be phenomenal.
oh, that
Um,
would be. I would be up there watching it because I know he would be dropping gems
yeah,
all throughout their interview.
yeah,
He was
definitely.
bringing the deepness to everything.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Like for me to talk to Tupac and break down the lyrics from like I Get Around or Keep Your Head Up, like that would be phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, because I know that's one thing that a lot of people do in interviews. They be like, "All right, what place were you in when you said this line?" You know what I'm saying? I would love to ask, Tupac stuff like that. But I guess my third, who's passed on, who I'd like to interview. Probably, let's see if I could think of somebody different. I guess I'm gonna roll with Bernie Mac. I love to interview Bernie Mac. I think it'll be funny. I think
Yes.
it'll be hilarious. So yeah,
Yes. That would be
Shot Town.
amazing.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yeah, Bernie, that really hurt my heart. I remember I was at work. I was at work when I heard about him. I was like, "Yo, like what?" It was just
Yeah,
crazy. It was so unexpected.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah,
So I'm gonna ask you this: like, if you weren't doing Brink TV, I don't know if you ever got this question before, but if you
Nope.
weren't doing it, what would you be doing?
I'd be pimping my ass off. I ain't even finna lie to you. Look, I would be out there on that blade. You understand me? I would be out there spitting that ism, making sure them young ladies bring me the monies. I need all of it. Look, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Totally kidding. But
Maybe.
no, if I would, uh, we'll have to talk offline about my past. But anyway, yeah. So I probably, and to be honest, like this is already what I'm already kind of getting into would definitely be filmmaking, directing and filmmaking. Part of me be feeling like acting, but I'm so great like directing, like I could act too, but directing, man, I got a sitcom that's gonna be coming out real soon that I produced, and it's gonna be phenomenal. We shot 5 episodes. It's in post production right now. I know it's been in post production for a while, but it's actually about to get ready and spit out that oven in a minute. So y'all be on the lookout for that. It's called Not So Normal. So yeah, filmmaking.
Oh, that's awesome. So like you like being behind the scenes. Cause I'm gonna be honest, sometimes
I'm so
being
good
in
at
front of the
both.
camera and doing all this, I be wishing that I was like behind the scenes and I could put somebody else in my shoes and be doing all this
Yeah.
talking and stuff. Like, all right, ready, da, 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 boom, 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 boom. Like I like the behind the scenes type of stuff a little bit better.
I like both. I'm equipped for both. I like both because I like the ability to inspire. Like if you watch the movie, for instance, if you watch the movie, just throw me a movie.
Um, Lady
Um,
Professor. That's the
Nutty
first thing.
Professor. There you go. Bet. You won't be inspired by the person who made the movie Nutty Professor. You'll probably be inspired by the actor in the movie or the actresses, unless you're into filmmaking, and then you'll be inspired by the person who made the movie. So that's why, like, I love being on camera. That way, these young people can see me, and I'll be able to grab them and steer them out of, because it's a struggle, it's a battle. They're listening to the rappers. That's cool. I listen to the rappers too. But I also had positive influences to listen to as well. So I'd like to be a positive influence for the young people. So, like I say, for every bad, there's a good. For every, and I'm not going to name anybody bad, but for every bad person who's speaking negativity into our young people, poisoning their minds, there's going
Mm-hmm.
to be a Brink Young. There's going to be a Brink TV to inspire them and say, oh, you know what? I don't have to pull up on somebody and shoot them in the face. I don't have to rob this old lady. Like I could grab me a trade, or I could create, I don't know, a YouTube channel and become, a gamer or a content creator. Like I just want to inspire. That's why I have to be on camera. That's why I have to be on the forefront, because sometimes the producers and the ones who you don't see, you don't hear.
And you know what? That is so crazy that you say that because I'm a songwriter, right?
Hmm.
And but I want people to know that I wrote the song. But I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound conceited about it or anything like that or cocky about it. But I want people to know that I wrote the song because it's a lot of songwriters that pass on, and unfortunately, like you hear about them and then you hear that they passed away, and the only thing that you know them by is like, oh, they wrote this song that was made famous by this person, or
Correct.
they wrote this song but you don't know them. Now, for somebody who's an introvert and don't really want to be on a scene like that, that's something cool. Like they could do the behind the scenes stuff and just be known as that. They want to keep their life kind of low key, but I'm high key. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Like I want my biggest things, and this is like a fear. It's a fear of being
Hmm.
forgotten, and I don't
Wow.
want to be forgotten. I want people years, generations and generations from now to be like, oh, remember great, 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 great grandma LaShia who, you know, did this or did that, because I don't want to be forgotten, because it's a lot of my family history I don't know.
Mm.
of my ancestors before me.
Right. Right.
So, and they didn't really do anything impactful that was passed down that I could be like, oh, my great great grandmom such and such did this, or my great great grandmama such as, like, it's none of that. So I want to be one of those people to break that cycle and have a
Yeah.
legacy that I pass down to my family and for generations and generations and generations, so I'm not forgotten. I know
I'm
it's
gonna
weird,
say
but
no. You right on cue. I know it's gonna sound harsh, but um, generations prior to us kind of dropped the ball with oral history, and it hurts. It hurts because now you got thinkers, movers, and shakers like yourself and me. You know, we probably in the same generation. I'm not sure which generation. I
don't
ain't finna say
don't
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a
We ain't got to.
millennial. I'm a
But
millennial.
we close. We close. We close. I'm actually 50. No, I'm kidding. But nah, like you got young people like us who are trying to forward the family tree. Like now the family tree will be digital. Like it wouldn't just be photo albums. It wouldn't just be a family crest. Like everything is digital. And with us, we're able to pass down, like, you know how they used to have them time capsules and all of that type of
Yeah.
stuff? Now we can have a video time capsule. Hi, I'm such and such. I'm probably your great, 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 great granddad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for us to be able to do that, it's like, all right, cool. So, Dad, what do you have to contribute? Or what do you know about, granddad? Or what do you know about great great grand? And like I can understand, things were different back then. It was kind of harder to maintain history. Like for instance, my family history. Apparently things were burnt up in some courthouse. It was like some small little town, or whatever. So once you get to the great greats, we don't know. And I'm just like, man, it's like, it was some could have been done. So what you do is you start with your generation and you make sure that everybody beyond you, they know from your grandparents or as much as you know on down. So we got to do our part. I feel like every generation should step up and we got to be the ones to tell our own story, because history ain't telling it. History go tell us some baloney, and I don't want to get too political, but we got to tell our own story. We have to. And like you say, you don't want to be forgotten. One line that I always say, either be great or be forgotten. So keep being great. Yeah, never forget you if you keep being great.
Absolutely. And you know what? Um, it's just something about this interview right now that it makes me know that everything, all the work that I've been putting into making Think Different TV what it is, it's been working. Because
Absolutely.
I'm able to sit down with you who has a very successful show on TV. Like, guys, like this guy is not just, he's not just on the internet. He is on TV. Like, people in Mobile, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee, and in Atlanta can turn on their TVs and see him on TV. And and it gives me a rush, just like watching AJ and Free on 106 and Park,
Yeah. Yeah.
and seeing how they progressed and how they took a small show, that they was like, oh, we're just gonna, set up this little couch and I don't
Yeah.
even think they had a couch at first. I think they were standing,
No, I
and then
think they were standing up.
they were standing up, and they
The
said
caps
we
was
was
on
going,
layaway.
yeah, we
The
just
caps
gonna
was on
bring
layaway.
some
Yeah.
things on, but it was already a thing that was in the works, and but you actually did it from the muscle, like you didn't have that backing. Nobody came to you and said, "Hey, would you like to be on a TV show where you interview stars and stuff like that?" You had to create that lane, that avenue, and just to be sitting here with you right now and interviewing you right now is just so super cool. So I just want to let you know that I'm a big fan, and I'm
Absolutely.
tuning
Thank you.
in. I'm tapped
Thank you.
in. You
Hey, I
know,
appreciate it because, like you say, it's not often where the interviewer becomes the interviewee. And I have so much to talk about, but I can't talk during other people's interviews. And it's only so much that I could say during the Brink TV countdown. But like, I just want people to get to know me, you know, and be inspired. You know, I'm not a bad guy. I've never cheated nobody out of no money. I never stolen from nobody. I never ran off on the plug. Like, you won't hear nothing bad. The only thing that you'll hear about me is from somebody who I either quoted a price to or I just ain't got around to interviewing them yet. Of course, you always gonna have hate in your own city, you know, but overall, the love outweighs the hate, you know. So, like I said, I just came from the grocery store. People recognize me. I was in Atlanta 2 weeks ago. As soon as I was walking into film, hey, Brink, what's up, man? So, you know, that's how it is.
Well,
I
there's
just
no hate
appreciate it.
over here. It's all love.
Yeah,
We love you. From
thank you.
Philly to South
Philly,
Memphis, we
I'm
love you.
coming. Philly,
Listen,
I'm
if
coming.
you got I am Young P out in Maryland. He loves you. You know,
Yeah,
everybody, because you are giving them the platform to be the artist that they want to be and not who the big mainstream people want them to be, but who they
right,
want to be as
right.
artists. And you're giving them a platform to shine, which is not common. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I just hope that my platform could grow to be as big as yours one day and have that reach.
keep going.
Because
That's all I can say.
I
Keep
know
going.
that my mission is similar to yours, where I just wanted to give people a platform to share their businesses and share their music and share their thoughts, because this is Think Different TV and it's where minds meet and thoughts on hot topics and different things like that. And Brink TV show is amazing, y'all. Y'all gotta go on the website www.brinktvshow.com and check out his episodes on there. He also has the countdown. I know that I Am Young P is on the list.
Hmm.
I know that Payroll Santana is also on there with his song Work.
Yeah,
I Am Young
yeah.
P is on there for Say Something. So make sure y'all go and cast y'all votes so we can get them on the countdown. Um, it's just a lot. You see all the pictures of all the different celebrities that Brink has interviewed, local and mainstream. All right. And he says stars and he says rising stars. And I love
Yeah,
that. I
yeah,
love it because it's like, listen, you're an independent artist, but when you say mainstream artist and independent artist, it's
yep.
like this power differential that we don't really like too much because it seems to give off a negative connotation sometimes when you say independent artist versus mainstream artist. But when you say a star and a rising star, it keeps everybody kind of in the same. I
Right,
don't know how
right.
to explain it, but in the
Just
same
like
bubble.
I did a commercial. I got a new commercial on my Instagram. I think it's like the first post on my Instagram now, and it says Legends of Today and Tomorrow. Brink
Mhm.
TV. So it's like it's got everybody on there. Like that encompasses everybody. Like, and I do agree with what you're saying. Sometimes, people see indie and mainstream or indie and major, and there is, a little sometimes I can see how a person could kind of be salty behind that. But I call myself the most award-winning independent talk show in the South. So it's like I'm embracing independence. You feel me? Like I don't want to get political, but like I say, when you a major, hey, your freedom. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Awesome. So, you can't, well, I know the importance of having a team. Do you have a team that you're working with?
Yeah,
And
my team. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mainly utilize my team for the big stuff. Like the in studio stuff. I pretty much knock all that out. Because in studio for me, it's like home court advantage. But like the big stuff when we go out of town for events and stuff like that, or if it's big events in the city, that's when I'm utilizing the team. But mostly, man, it's me. It's intimate. When somebody comes to the studio, they're not finna get no room full of people and oh, I'm brings entourage. I'm brings nah, you ain't finna get all that. Nah, it's gonna be me. And We're gonna have a intimate conversation. You're gonna get to know me. I'm gonna get to know you, and I'm gonna try to make you look like $1 million on TV. That's how we do it.
The one thing I know you don't have to worry about is makeup.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You remember when you read my bio, right? That actual show that I used to host, that I was hosting for 2 years, like we had to wear makeup on this show, and I'm like, huh? You know, like that was a show, but that was a cool show. You know, I can't say nothing bad about it. You know, I left to pursue Brink TV. You know, let's just put it that way. You know, I left to further develop my show. It's no hard feelings. Matter of fact, the producer of that show, he tells the new host whenever he gets new hosts, you know, he tells them that I'm the success story. Hey, you can come on this show, be a host, and eventually you can be like Brink TV and have your own show. So, like I said, I appreciate that, man. I ain't no bad blood. I ain't no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just I had to leave and develop, you know, my thing, get my thing popping. So we here now.
Yup, we're here.
I like the way you said, yup. Yeah,
well,
man.
Brink, I enjoyed having you on Think Different TV. Do you have any words of encouragement and advice to people who are looking to do the same thing you do, or independent artists? Do you have any words of encouragement? You were a youth pastor, so I'm figuring you have a whole lot.
Well, the main thing I'm gonna say is get used to hearing the word no. Like, get comfortable with hearing the word no, but don't stop at no. Like, when you hear no, ask why not. Ask, well, what can we do? What can I do? You know, you gotta have that persistence and that consistency. Those are the only ways that you will get far in life. If I took no for an answer every time, I wouldn't even be on this show with you right now, because I'd probably be a regular 9-to-5 worker like I was. But eventually I had to develop that hunger. I had to develop that perseverance, and I had to develop that go-getter mentality that you can't be stopped. The only thing that can stop you is you. And that's what you got to do. So be aggressive, be wise, and be encouraged.
I know that's right. So thank you so much, Brink Young of Brink TV Show, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. in both Mobile, Alabama and in Memphis, Tennessee on channels 6 and 31 respectively, and at 12 a.m. on channel 29 in ATL. That's Atlanta. For y'all that be like, what's ATL? It's Atlanta, y'all. Atlanta, Georgia. So thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you do, because you definitely have a fan in me. And when you come to Philly, I got you.
Thank you.
Please
Thank
don't
you.
hit me up, because I don't want you taken to somewhere like Paris.
So you mean to tell me that I would be getting spent around somebody's head like on the Fresh Prince, like somebody like that?
Yo, I don't want nobody to take you to the wrong places. That's all I'm saying. I want you to get the full experience the right way here in Philly. So just hit me up.
Man, definitely will. And I gotta say, shout out to one of the people, not necessarily from Philly, but was in Philly, that inspired me so much as a teenager, Allen Iverson. Shout out to Allen Iverson.
Yes, yes. AI. Awesome. So thank you so much, Brink TV, for being on the show. Think Different TV. This
Absolutely.
is crazy. Interviewing an interviewer.
Yeah. Before we go, you got any jumper cables? I need a booster. You ain't got none? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You crazy. You crazy, man. You crazy. Oh, but guys, give a big Think Different TV hand clap, please. I gotta see them hand claps in the comments for Brink Young of Brink TV Show. Please, please give the hand clap. It's a little delayed though, because they probably see it after. They probably hear me say it way after I already done said it. And then they start doing the hand claps. Make sure y'all follow Brink TV Show right here on IG. Make sure you check out his website, www.brink TVshow.com.
There they go.
Make
There they
sure
go. There they
that
go.
y'all go and vote for the artist that you want to see on the countdown, so he can do the countdown and put the artist that you want to see on the countdown on the countdown. He's hard at work. Keep putting him to work.
Yeah. Hey, please keep putting me to work. Please. That's the only way. Hey, hard work make the card work. That's what I say.
Yes. Well, thank you so much once again, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you when you get to Philly.
Absolutely. Thank you for I was gonna say thank you for being a guest. See, I'm so wired, my bad. Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for allowing me on Think Different TV. And now back to more Brink TV. I had to say it.
Thank you so much, Brink. I
No
appreciate
doubt.
you.
No doubt. How do I get off this thing?
It's okay. I'll do it. No
I'm a
worries.
dinosaur.
So, guys, hey, that was Brink Young of Brink TV Show, which is on every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. in Mobile, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee, on channel 6 and 31 respectively, and at 12 a.m. on channel 29 in Atlanta, Georgia. He will be doing a tour here in Philly soon. I can't wait because I want to see him in action in person. Oh my goodness, that was an amazing interview. And we still got a little bit more show to go. So please stay tuned. We have an amazing financial segment. I have an amazing guy coming on afterwards. But before we bring him in, I got to shout out my sponsors. My sponsors are, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on IG right now. Y'all watching on IG. But next week, October 3rd, I will be on the Big Exclusive Network. Make sure you go to Big Exclusive Network on YouTube and subscribe. And also subscribe to Think Different TV on YouTube so you can watch all the replays of my past episodes. This is episode 39. Oh my gosh, we made it. So make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe so that you can see all of the exclusive content that will be happening on the Big Exclusive Network. We at work, y'all. We bringing you everything. Okay, we put everything in this. So make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the Big Exclusive Network so you can see me do my thing on the new platform, same day, same time. Think Different TV could not be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. Our sponsors are Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads on IG and Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. All right. Anointed Ads, the CEO, Phil, is responsible for the flyer for Think Different TV and also the logo on our merch that can be found at www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. And he's creating the website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your business or your event or get your website created, make sure you hit up Phil at Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. Again, that's 609-534-0237. And when you mention Think Different TV, you receive 15% off of your first project. Our other sponsor, day one sponsor, is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water right here on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Again, that's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want the Euphoria water delivered to your home, make sure you call Captain at 267-707-8279. Again, that's 267-707-8279. All right, guys. So our financial segment is coming right up. Listen, this has been an amazing episode thus far, but we still got more to go. This guy is named Dexter Grier. I met him down in Atlanta when I was on vacation for my birthday. This was in January. I was living it up, honey. I was getting drinks and having a lot of fun. And I met this guy, and he is a 20-year business industry vet. He is in the top 0.01% as far as it relates to earning income. He is a business coach and mentor. He is a father of 2, a grandfather of 1. He's a music lover, and he's a documentary connoisseur. But he is also someone I call a friend, because he is definitely here to guide me in my businesses. And I want to introduce him to all of you on Think Different TV. So Think Different TV, where minds meet, we're going to meet the famous Dexter Grier. So I'm going to bring him in, y'all. Let's see if I can find. There we go. Paging Dexter Grier. Paging Dexter Grier. Are you there, sir? Dexter Grier? Are you there?
I am here. Can you see me?
No, why is it dark?
Let me see. Maybe I get. There we go. Just had to flip the camera. All right.
How are you? How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourself?
I am great. I'm great. I couldn't wait to get this segment going and rolling, because I know you have a lot of gems that you could drop on everyone today. But one major thing, I wanted to title this like producing versus reproducing, you know, because you're a big person about reproducing, about making sure that you are not just relying on one income to bring in your money. You're relying on several sources of income, multiple streams of income, should we call it. And I know that you're a big guy on doing that. So just introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are, what you do, and what you want them to think when they hear it. Thanks, Dexter Grier.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the invite. Definitely have to thank you for that, and congratulations on all your success and all the things that you do. I'm amazed that I've kind of seen how your platform just been growing and growing and growing. And I just have to say, you give your topics are always next level, and they are relevant in what we need. And, so you're really doing a public service. And me personally, thank you for that. Because some of the things that you talk about, some things that people need to talk about, but afraid to tackle. So with that, you just continue to serve the people, and the more you serve, the better you will be served. So with that being said, like I said, I'm honored to be here tonight. I just get the opportunity to share with the audience just some of the things that that I'm doing from a business standpoint. And in addition to that, I know you appreciate, because you are a multipreneur, if that's a word. I always admire your ambition, and that's where it starts, with having an ambition to not just, to your point about multiple income streams. I've always known since I was young, real young, that you never relied on one source of income, never. Even in corporate America, well, I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the last 3 years, but prior to, I've been an entrepreneur for pretty much my whole life, my whole adult life, but full-time for the last 3 years. I always knew that even in corporate, my background is sales and marketing. Did that for almost 30 years. But in doing so, even though I was making 6 figures, well above that, I always had other things going on, because one thing I always knew, and I always encourage people, doesn't matter what you went to college for, went to school for, whatever your degree may happen to be in, what your level of expertise, etc. You always got to have something that's yours, that you can put your finger on, that you have. And most notably, you should have something that has a residual component to it. To your point about, at some point, you got to have your money work for you, and in addition to that, where you can leave legacy, leave your business, leave the income that you developed and that you built, and for others to enjoy once you leave this earth. Because one thing about a job, it's great. It's great to have a job. Always, the job is not a stream of income, but it's a source of income. Always, pay your bills, do those things that you have to do. But, having something that has a residual component for it, one thing we know about jobs, no matter how much money you make, how much service you render to that job, you can't pass the job on to your offspring or anybody. And if you can, they wouldn't want it anyway. And even doing so, they had to start at the bottom. So it's important to develop something where you can create wealth. You create wealth by building a business, filling a need in the marketplace for something the general public needs.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about that. So one thing that I've learned in being a business owner and working with multiple companies is that there's a common theme, and there is the difference between a producer and a reproducer. See, producer, if you just focus on being a producer, you're going to stay broke. You're going to always be working to make that money. But when you are a reproducer, you show people how to do what you do, and you put them on the pathway, and you mentor them, and you guide them to carry on what you do without you being in the room. Now you're a reproducer because you are able to benefit from the work that they put in. And yes, no, it's not like it's not like being a boss.
Right.
It's not like being a boss where you just tell people what to do, and that is guiding people along the way to create a stream of income for themselves, but being able to get kickback from what they produce, if that makes sense. So that's what is like a common theme amongst all of the business that I have been part of, is that it's okay to go out and because I worked with Mary Kay, I've worked with Primerica, I've worked with IntelliTravel, I've worked with all these different companies, and it's okay to be the person out there selling the makeup, but it's even better to be the person that helped train and develop other people to go out there and sell the makeup, and you benefit from it. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. The concept you're speaking about is leverage. Leverage. You that's how you create wealth, by leveraging the time and talents of other people. And I believe from a financial standpoint, the greatest gift that you can give somebody financially is put them in position to make money. And that's what leverage, and that's what leverage is all about. If you think about the wealthiest people on the planet, or some of the wealthiest people that we know, like the Oprahs, the Jay-Z's, the Zuckerbergs, the Buffetts, etc. Those individuals all have people who they put on, so to speak, if we're going to use a term from the music industry. You put them on, for example. But just think about it. Would we know, would Gayle King be Gayle King without Oprah? Would Dr. Phil? She put him in position to earn, gave him his own show initially, right? And she serves as an executive. Who's that?
Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray, that's another one. The gentleman that wrote the cookbooks, last name Green, I think, Bob Green, I believe his name is. But anyway, I mean, think about Jay-Z. I mean, the legendary verse he just did on God Did, on DJ Khaled's song. He said, they come from his family tree, so to speak. I'm paraphrasing. We talk about Riri, that's Rihanna, Kanye. They billionaires, and because he put them on. I mean, it's that's a gift, leverage, and when you incorporate, you can get paid through leverage, and also you get paid through passive income, because passive income is something that you don't participate in directly. Of the sale or marketing of a particular good as product, good or service, but you put them in position to do so. That passive income, kind of what we do with the travel the level that I'm at right now. I haven't booked travel in the 6.5 years I've been with this company, 0. But I get a check every month from other people who book travel, because I put them in position. So I don't have to actually take part in. I don't know nobody on the cruise ships. I don't know nobody at the hotels or the resorts, etc. But I get paid because I put myself in that position to help them. Now they earn the lion's share. Don't get it twisted, because they do the actual work. Even what I do on the team that I built, the team that we built, the team of well over close to 600 people. It started me. I started. Then we helped some people get in business, and we coach, train, and mentored other people to, a lot of people just want to make additional income, just to, so they wanted to work check to check. A lot of people just utilize the product itself. A lot of people change careers. That's what I did. A lot of people, and I was making full-time money, very, very part-time. Some people make 6 figures part-time. We have people making all kinds of income, but, I always tell people, well, I believe that wealth is relative. It's relative to what you want. Wealth creation is something that you define what it is. You create it from 0. So I just think that, putting people in position to earn income, that's a gift. I think the person who sponsors me into this particular company all the time, because, if it were not for them, I wouldn't have had the chance to do the things that I'm doing, and being a servant to our team, being a servant to so many people that I get the pleasure of coaching and mentoring on a daily basis. So yeah, that's to your point about being a producer versus you doing all the work. I remember, now I'm gonna date myself, but Michael Vick, when he played for the Falcons, the Atlanta Falcons, I live in Atlanta. He was a great, great, great player. Very exciting. But I mean, 1 against 11 on the other side, you can't win. You gotta have team. You gotta put, other people have to help you and assist you. It's been said that when you go alone, a lot of times you can learn a lot, but when you go and help others, you can earn a lot. So that's just good business principles.
That is crazy. I say that again.
When you go alone, you can learn a lot, but when you bring others, you can earn a lot. Go by yourself, learn a lot. Bring others, earn a lot.
Earn a lot. I love that because it's so important nowadays to get it in our mind, the different types of incomes. Passive, direct, passive, active, they don't call it direct, active income, passive income, residual income. A lot of people say my bills are residual, my money should be residual too.
Yeah.
So my thing about it is that when it comes to being a business owner, how often do you actually work on your business? How often do you work on your business? Is it every day? Is it, like, there's levels to this, of course.
Yes.
Right? Sure. So
yep.
I'm sure when you first come into it, you're working every day, but does it get to a point where you're like, I could take a day off?
Yeah, you own it. You can. You can take the year off if you want to. I mean, the results probably won't be what you want them to be. You see some slippage, but that's the thing about business ownership. You have the option. It gives you option. And once you build your team to a certain level, then you can take some days off. But the great thing about what we do, that I love, I don't want to take any days off. Now, if I'm on vacation or whatever, I might tell I'm scarce, but I believe that, well, I know that as a believer that we're all here to serve. And I believe as a servant, I'm supposed to serve other people. And people have entrusted me, and I take it very seriously with their a modicum of their financial future. They've entrusted me to coach and mentor them. And then once I get their buy-in, when they tell me what they want, and then they tell me who they are doing it for, like I asked them what their why is, and they said their children. I said, well, I take that serious because your children become a part of my why at that point. And I feel a responsibility, a fiduciary responsibility, as well as a moral obligation to help people get what they told me they wanted, what their buy-in is. So, but I mean, it's an honor for people to entrust you in your wisdom, your knowledge, your expertise, of helping them get whatever it is they want, because it can't be from what I want for them. It has to be what they want. And then I just act like a computer. Whatever you tell me, I believe it until you show me otherwise. But I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling when you see people's lives start to change, when you see their level of income change, when you see them even changing zip codes, you see them dressing better, you see them whatever, elevating boy. Or the best thing I like is when people start telling me, well, I'm earning this extra income now. My credit scores went up by 100 points because I'm paying my bills. That's the best credit repair there is. Pay your bills. That's how you do credit repair. Pay your freaking bills. It's kind of like when people say, Dexter, you work out every day. I said, yeah, I work out every day, but they said, what kind of pre-workout do you use? I said, well, I use several things, but the best pre-workout? Sleep. There's no simple. That's the best pre-workout there is. Get some rest. So I mean, just I just try to keep things as simple as I can with life. And business is a microcosm of life. So all of it contributes to the macro. So but again, I just think that's one of the reasons why I admire you so much, because I can see that you really have a love for people. You really do. You really do. And I see you put people on. You get people on here so they can kind of promote what they're doing. And that's why I know this platform is going to explode. Just by it's going to be in bigger and better places as we move forward. Because it's a universal law. You can't, you can't. The universal laws are undefeated. Let's put it that way. And I don't want to get biblical on nobody, but what you put out, you eventually get back. When, we don't know. That's kind of like people say, well, when is that baby going to walk? Well, the baby walks when the baby walks. Whenever that happens. But the baby never stops trying to walk.
Well,
you see,
exactly.
The baby get up, fall down, get up and fall down, but you'll never hear the baby say, well, I guess this walking thing might not be for me. They just keep trying. So we have to keep acting like a baby. Just keep trying. So it's better. Sometimes it's better to be childish than it is to be wise and old or older, because when we start getting that gunk in us and start saying we can't do something, I can't do it, or I try. Children, they don't have that. You see, they still free, and everything is possible to them still. And the problem is, once we start getting older and we get some disappointments in life, then we start saying, well, we can't do. And we start listening to, I don't even want to use the S word, S people. Starts with an S, ends with a D, the U in the middle. Start listening to people just saying crazy stuff, But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. So I hope that answered your question.
It definitely did. So what I want to know is, when was the last time you had a actual job? Like, can you even think back to when you had a job, like that you was clocking in, had to get your lunch in at a certain time? When was the last?
Oh yeah, like I said, it was 4 years ago. Because always had businesses on the side. But see, my jobs for the last 10, 15, 20 years, when I was working in corporate America, I had a job, but I worked in sales. So I had a lot of freedom. I had a lot of freedom. Didn't go the last 10, 15 years of me working. I didn't go into an office maybe once a week for a sales meeting, or I had to coach up some of my salespeople. But I was always straight into the field. I would leave my house, go see my clients. So in between that time, and I don't work there no more, I can just tell the truth now. I was working my business. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I did work. I got so good at my job that I can kind of almost put it on autopilot. But I said, if I can, and this is for everybody, where if you're so inclined, I don't think that you should ever work so hard for another man or woman or corporation and you don't have nothing to give to yourself. When people say, well, I got this business on the side, whatever it is, but I don't have time because my job is making me work so much. I'm like, but you working for whoever their future generations. You're working for their legacy. What about your great, great, great grandchildren? What about them? Don't they deserve it too? Or do you love their children, great grandchildren more than your own? How can you put into somebody else but not put in something for you? And when people say, well, I don't have time. Well, I say, hold on, you don't have time for you? If you don't have time for you, you damn sure shouldn't have time for them. But yeah, I mean,
you ain't saying nothing wrong.
It's a fact. It's a fact. Because, basically, one thing I see is that, it makes me sad. The number one thing that holds people back, well, two things, lack of belief and fear. Lack of belief and fear. And the crazy part about it is we wasn't born with neither of those things. We wasn't born with neither of those two things. Those two things originate with the enemy. They don't originate with how we come here. We develop these things. It's a learned behavior. It's because of the environment. The environment, the environment that we keep, the people we keep around us, the things that we digest, our diet, our mental and emotional diet as well, even our physical diet. See, these things that we learn, then we start saying we don't deserve it. When we say we don't deserve it, then next thing you know, we start using words like I procrastinate, or I'm frustrated, or I'm tired, and all this other stuff. And all these are fancy words for I don't believe I deserve it. So that lack of belief, yep, that's all that is.
Yep. That I totally get you, because that was a word, y'all. That was a word. That hit me right in my heart right here. And I was like, wait a minute, is he talking to me? Like, he talking to y'all too, but I feel like that hit me right in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, definitely a lack of belief, a lack of and fear. It keeps people from doing a lot of different things. Sometimes you have to just jump out there, just step out on faith, should we say, and just give it a try. So when it comes to that whole process of people wanting to start a business, like, what's the top 3 pieces of advice that you give to them, like when they're coming in? Like, what do you say to them when they come in so they don't get discouraged or whatever?
Well, ahead of everything you just said, you will get discouraged because it's life. The biggest obstacle in life is life itself. People say, I'm distracted. That's life. It's going to happen. But, well, some of the things, there's 4 pillars that I coach and train on. And it's real simple. Find out what to do. That means get mentorship, get coaching from somebody who's already done it or doing it. Number 2, actually do it. Meaning show up every day for whatever your why is, and everything ahead of all that has to be written down. If it ain't written down, it don't exist. It won't happen. because you got to see it. We believe what we see.
Write the
Number
vision, make
three,
the plan.
right. Okay, after you do it every day. Consistency. Do it consistently. Then number four is do it with the velocity. Because sometimes we can be consistent, but we can be consistently moving slow. We can be consistently doing the bare minimum. But when we turn, just for example, when you listen to music, you're a performer. So when you can turn the volume up a notch and it's perfect. You can turn the heat or the air to a certain level. That velocity makes it perfect. And that's the same thing with your business. Now, let me tell you, all four of those pillars, they only work when you answer this question. It's a 4-word question. And I ask myself, as I coach people, I coach them, I say, answer this every day that you go out to work your business. 4 words. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? If it's really worth it, then you're going to show up and you're going to do those 4 things. And you're going to do them every day. You're going to do them with the amount of consistency and the velocity. And ahead of all that, you got to believe, first of all, that you can achieve it. So, and that's all precipitated by what you write down. If it ain't in writing, it's a waste. Because what you see in writing in several places, those are subconscious, right? Subconscious, those subconscious signals. And whatever's in your subconscious, those are the things that consciously move your feet. What you subconsciously implant into your brain, your mind, and heart, that's what you act on. Because I'm gonna tell you how I know subconscious work, because multi-billion-dollar companies use it. That's why there's a thing called commercials. That's why companies pay millions upon billions of dollars at the Super Bowl to get a spot, so they can subconsciously implant into you that you want a Budweiser at some point, that you want a Big Mac or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you're driving down the street and all of a sudden you start craving. You don't even know where that came from. It's a subconscious. It's been implanted into you, and you have to do the same thing. You have to control the subconscious, and you have control over that. You're powerful. We're powerful. We control what we put into our minds and our subconscious. Because one of the weakest thing I hear people say is they won't let me, or they made me, or what? You have control over that. You have control. You can eliminate people, places, and things that are not in congruence with or in confluence to what your goals are. You can eliminate them. You can love them from a distance. But you have to. I did a reel last night, and I was just talking about the beginning of achievement is getting mad. MAD acronym. MAD. Make a decision. Make a decision. And when you make a decision, you literally have to get mad. If you're not where you want to be, or you feel you deserve to be, or living beneath your potential, you have to get mad about it, get angry enough to actually make a decision to move on it. You see, otherwise people just get mad and complain. Now, that's not what we're talking about. You see, we had to change that dichotomy. You see, we were like, I'm just mad. You just want to complain. Then you recruit other people to help you complain, to help you. Because the easiest thing to do in life is nothing. The easiest thing to do is do zero. The second easiest thing in life to do is to blame others for our lack of whatever achievement may happen to be. So you have to MAD, make a decision, and then move on the things that you have written down. And none of that works unless you decided that it's worth it. You have to decide that that you're worth it. And then you know that you can achieve it. You can start, so you got to get your belief up. You get your belief up by being around other people who believe, or read books on your subject matter, or just the personal development aspect, the mindset aspect of it, of achievement. So that's a conscious thing that you do that feeds the subconscious. That it's like a self-feeding mechanism, if you will. So most everything is mental. It really is. It all goes back to how you think. We have thought ourselves, I'm going to say this, and I guess we got to go, but wherever we are in life, good, bad, or indifferent, we have thought our way to that behavior. Think about it. We've thought our way to the behavior. You see, wherever we are. And then it comes down to that's where we feel we deserve to be. Good, bad, or indifferent. All I'm trying to say is we are powerful within ourselves. We are powerful. We have power. Now, of course, we go to the Creator, but the Creator already gave us what we need. People like, God, give me something, please, God, give me something. God looking at you like, I already gave you something. You are wonderfully made. Absolutely. We are the highest level of creation in the world. We got dominion, but we choose to just think of the insurmountable odds it was for each of us to be born. Trillions. Was 100, almost 50 million sperm cells released from the father, all trying to fertilize that one egg. If you don't think you're special, and then the Creator looked at that situation and said, that one right there, whatever your name is, you're going to be the one that becomes whatever your name is. You don't think you don't have a purpose? It's all about what you believe, who you believe that you are. And then, you know, again, I believe it's incumbent upon us to help other people. If we don't, you know, if you don't feel like, you know, you can help other people, want to help other people, then that's part of the issue. I believe that we're all here to serve each other, serve somebody. But we have to help ourselves. You know, we say put your oxygen mask on first. Well, Jay-Z said it better. The best way to help the poor is to not be one of them, right?
But exactly. That's true. That's true.
Right.
So I appreciate you, Dexter Grier, for joining me tonight on Think Different TV. And I know you're really good on affirmations. Do you have an affirmation to leave us with tonight?
Yeah. I say it every day. I got this. I got this.
You hear that, guys? You got this.
I got this. And here's a secondary tip. Write it down. Take your phone, say it into that voice recorder, and play it back to yourself 10 times a day. I got this. I got this. I got this. Say it with conviction and mean it. And you got this. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight on Think Different TV. You are always welcome. And I see you've been rocking out with me since I came out there to Atlanta and met you. And I appreciate you for just being a viewer and also being a very great mentor and friend. I appreciate you so much. So, well, you know, you're not a stranger, so, you know, pop in whenever.
Oh, absolutely. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're the inspiration. I you know, honestly, you know, I'm always amazed with your ambition, your multiple things that you're talented in, that fearlessness that you have. Just stay wild. Stay wild. I love it. Have a good night.
All right, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice night. This has been an amazing show. I'm excited. So, guys, that was Dexter Grier. He can be found right here on Instagram under Conan Coors. That's CONANCOORS. We had an amazing show tonight, and I'm sad, but I'm also excited because, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm sad. I'm gonna tell you why I'm excited. I'm sad because this is my last show on the IG platform. But I am excited because next week starts my journey, and it's actually exactly 10 months after. So it's like, I had a baby, y'all. I had a baby, y'all. So now, exactly 10 months after the start of Think Different TV, I am now moving to the big exclusive network. Make sure that you go on YouTube and subscribe to the big exclusive network, spelled just like that. There's no like extra letters or any crazy stuff like that. And please I hope y'all all know how to spell big exclusive network. But definitely, I'm sorry, I'm gonna clean the camera again. But definitely go on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe, comment, like, share, do all of that great stuff, because I don't want y'all to miss out on any of this journey. And still subscribe to Think Different TV on YouTube, because a lot of the replays will be uploaded, or clips of the replays will be uploaded to my Think Different TV YouTube channel. It's a lot. Real quick, let me grab this. All right. Woo. So this has been an amazing show. Like I said, Think Different TV is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hosted by your girl LaShia, soon to be on the big exclusive network next week. Super excited about that. Oh, so excited. All right. Think Different TV cannot be made possible without viewers like you and our sponsors. So I'm going to shout out my sponsors one last time for the night. We have Anointed Ads. Anointed Ads is an award-winning graphic design and website company. Over 14 years in the making, over 100 websites created, including his own www.anointedads.com. You can also find Anointed Ads on IG and Facebook under Anointed Ads. That's ANOINTEDADS. That's ANOINTEDADS. Phil of Anointed Ads has created the flyer for Think Different TV. He has also created the logo for our beautiful merch that can be found on www.thinkdifferenttv.biz. And he is creating the website for Think Different TV as we speak. So when you're ready to get your flyer created for your business, for your event, or get your website created, make sure you hit up Phil of Anointed Ads at 609-534-0237. Again, that's 609-534-0237. And our other sponsor, our day one sponsor, is Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Alkaline water with minerals, no additives, no chemicals. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate, make sure you hydrate the right way with Euphoria Water. Get yours today. Euphoria Water can be found right here on IG under Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. Again, that's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and you want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, make sure that you call Captain at 267-707-8279. Again, that's 267-707-8279. And Euphoria Water is so amazing, so good, that it has its own promo song. And I'm going to play that out for you guys. And we're going to wrap up this episode of Think Different TV. Again, I thank you all for tuning in tonight. It has been an amazing show. I am so happy that we had a lot going on tonight. We had our Hit It and Quit It. We had our Will Smith Jeopardy, where we had Try and Rico with the Cam battle it out. Shout out to Try, who won the $20 cash app. We also had our Hot Topic, and Rico stayed on to share his point of view about the hot topic, which was MAPS, minor attracted persons, the slippery slope of consequences for pedophiles. It was a very intense topic, and if y'all have more to sound off about it, make sure that y'all check out the replay on my IGTV series, Think Different TV, or on my YouTube channel, Think Different TV. And when you watch the replay, make sure you hashtag replay in the comments. Then we had our independent artist spotlight on Brink TV Show. You can find Brink TV Show on IG under Brink TV Show, BRINK He also has a website, www.brinktvshow.com, where you can vote for an independent artist that you love and love their music to get on the countdown, because he does a countdown every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Channel 6 and Channel 31 in Mobile, Alabama, and Memphis, Tennessee, and at 12 a.m. on Channel 29 in Atlanta, Georgia. So make sure y'all check him out. He's on TV, y'all. I interviewed someone that's on TV. He's famous, okay? And then someone else who is equally as amazing and has things going for him is Dexter GRIER, a business owner and mentor who I am happy and proud to call my friend and mentor in this crazy world we have right now. It's always good to have someone you can look up to and look towards to guide you through the process of owning several businesses, which I do. All right. So like I said, I'm going to play the Euphoria Water promo song out. It's done by Medusa Phil 215. She is from Philly. Okay. She's amazing. And we're going to close out the show on that note. All right. Let me just get to it. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to get to it. I'll be doing a lot. So don't mind me. Don't mind me. Here we go. Pull it up now, y'all. Give me a quick second, and here we go. Hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Give me some hand claps in the comments. If you're still here and you're rocking out with me, you're vibing out with me, make sure y'all show me some love. I do this for y'all every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are sorry, y'all. I'm going to run that back. A little bit of technical difficulties. There we go. There we go. What I want y'all to do is put your period dollars in here. If you got a job, put it in the game. Yeah, just like that, come out of it. And if you don't, I want you to go over there and get a sip of that. You just gotta say the name. No other use can guarantee. Face flow, everybody not tired. Energy never so elevated high. Energy never so elevated high. When you sleep, you make me I guarantee you feel much better. This correlation, I will get paid. The one that keep me, keep it too. I've been putting on what it yeah. You say keep it right, yeah. Raise your bottom of the head. Yeah, I'm coming by, drink with me. Victoria.